Hey, Quentin. Thank you for the like, Psalms. Hey, Babyface. Thank you for the heart me. Yeah, so I want to talk about that today because it seems like the more we get into this, I'm sorry, y'all. My husband, he meal prepping, so if it get a little too you crazy, I'll just take us in the bedroom until I can get my own space to, live stream. I'm here in the main area, so I'm sorry for the background noise. He is too, but hey, he meal prepping, honey. We gonna hear them. We gonna hear some stuff. All right, hello to the chat. Oh, let's do this good day today, right? Hey, Candid. So yeah, y'all, that's what I want to talk about today. And like I was saying earlier, this might be a longer live stream because y'all, we got questions. We got questions. Hey, we got questions, y'all. So we're gonna have people up. I'm trying to ease my way back into the old way of things. I hope y'all don't mind. But we're gonna have questions. We're gonna have rebuttals today. Yeah, the paperwork, Marty Mark. If you watch my old live streams, you will see that's how I started off. For like every live stream, it was questions and answers. Questions, answers, rebuttals. Questions, answers, rebuttals. Hey, so yeah, I hope we got 2 sheets, Candy. So it might be a longer live stream because I got questions holding these live stream panels. And now that this is what I was about to say, everybody, well, the majority of these people, they Black American child. Long as they born over here or they got some type of citizenship over there. Here, hell, I believe even the people on TPS, honey, you ain't even over here yet. You don't even got legal citizenship or nothing yet, and you Black American, honey. As soon as they step foot on this soil, they you. Okay? And I'm like, it's just, I don't know why. I had a come to Jesus moment this morning. I woke up like, I'm listening to these panels, and everybody talk about Black Americans, but they don't talk about Black Americans, let them tell it. Ain't nobody thinking about us. And like, we don't hold panels every day. Like, these people don't come over here every day. Like, everywhere we look, whether it's a white tea, a Asian, a Latino, a Jamaican. Well, not really the Jamaicans and Haitians. I mean, I'm not going to say in large numbers they do it like that. But I do see, I do see content from them. And but the Africans, woo child, they like the white tea African. Like, they make more content about Black Americans than I ever seen in my life. You know what I mean? Happy Independence Day, Jamaica. Oh, today Jamaica's Independence Day? Oh, shout out to that. Happy Independence Day. What that mean? What they independence look like? Did somebody take their independence back? Why they can't go on their beaches? Can somebody explain that to me? Because have they been recolonized? I don't know, but that's messed up. Treaties. Oh, okay. Who cares? I'm interested, Ma. I want to know what. How can you still say independent? Show them y'all independence. Show them. Go show them, Jamaicans. Show them what y'all fought for and what y'all did have, and now you want it back. Ooh, child. I just y'all. I'm not sure. It's like we about to be in the battle. We about to be in some type of battle. I feel it coming, y'all. That's why I'm telling y'all I was fighting with Chat early this morning for about an hour. For about a whole hour fighting with Chat GPT. That's crazy. They are not independent, Miss Love. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, come on now. Y'all got to take y'all independence back. Y'all going to have a happy independence take back day. I don't know what day it's going to be and what year y'all going to have, but y'all going to have one. We got it. Melanated people. I don't know about the Africans. I don't know about them. But melanated people, especially the ones who share that history of the transatlantic slave trade, honey, even though I want y'all out our country, I know all of y'all ain't gonna go, but I do wish y'all would and fix up y'all homeland. But it's something special about us. I think I don't know about Haiti either a little bit because I don't know what's going on, but over there. But this ain't this. We need a whole nother lab. Ag Haitians. One question. We gonna do that. We about to do that. Ooh, we might have to split this segment. What y'all think, Chad? I would love to have Ask Haitians one question. Cause I got some questions, child. Yeah, y'all tap tap tap. Don't forget to follow the host and share the live. I think y'all think so. Yeah, yeah. Okay, y'all with it. Yeah, we gonna do it. We gonna do it. Hey, Mississippi, how you doing?
I'm good, Miss Love. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Welcome back.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this before I start to go. I'm gonna say this. I always listen to your playbacks, and I try to catch you when you live for real. And I listen to your playbacks on YouTube at work. I'll say this. I sound completely terrible on your playbacks. And I was probably under influence and stuff like that. When I join you now, I want to be with a clear thought and a clear mind because I did some crazy stuff. I didn't even like listening to myself. Appreciate you for bringing me up again, and I'll just answer the prompt while I'm here and while I
Okay.
got the mic.
But let me
If you,
tell you something before you
yes,
go.
ma'am.
It ran through my man before you even said that. I was sitting here because see, I'm not like, let me mute you.
All
Unlike
right.
a lot of us Black Americans, we don't give each other. Thank you. We don't give each other enough grace. We will run each other down through all social media platforms because you don't even need proof. You can just believe what other people say, and it can be your own people. So I was sitting here, and it's sad. It happened to me. I was everything except a Black American. Whole panels about me. A lot of the same people I see in my room was over there agreeing with just going with the flow. You know what I mean? And I ain't never been a father the leader. You know what I mean? I just wanted to put that out. And it's sad. So I had to say that. And I don't want no parts of mess. So don't ever come over here trying to bring no mess up on my panel because I don't like it. I don't have it. I already got to deal with these immigrants and Black Americans. I don't need no other people mess. Okay, if it ain't got nothing to do with Love's World or one of my mods, I don't care. And you know what? And that's to a certain extent because I'm a live host and I don't want no parts of no mess. And I'm not about to vouch for nobody. I'm not about to, unless I know it to be a fact. And you straight up attacking one of my mods and they innocent, yeah, then we gonna have a problem. But if they is some messy stuff, don't bring it here. DM them. Don't bring it to. I ain't got nothing to do with it. Don't bring it to me. And you, Mississippi, you right. You did all those things. You was kind of real disrespectful, and I was sitting here looking at you and thinking, if I should, like I do with a lot of people who I know then talk shit about me. You know what I mean? But here they are, all in my comments, and I think to myself sometimes, Love's World, do you want to say something, or are you gonna give this person some grace? And you might know some things they did, but do you gotta say something? People change, people ideas change, So that's what I was thinking about when you came up here and just said about the drinking and stuff and how you was acting. I was thinking, should I check him? Should I say something? But you know what? I had came to the conclusion not to say nothing. Let's have a great show. People change. It's gonna be and handle it if it come up. And I was just never ever gonna mention it. I promise you. But you said it. And thank you. And I appreciate that, Mississippi. Now let's go. You undressed the front?
Yes, ma'am. I appreciate you for your grace. Yeah, I really do appreciate that because well, I'll just answer the
Yeah,
prompt.
let's just move
Yeah, I
on,
got you.
buddy.
Okay,
Move on,
okay.
bro.
Yeah,
Move
I got
on.
you.
We're gonna
I,
have a
lo-
good
I
show. You might be up here because it's gonna be a long show.
yeah, I love you for that. But I'm gonna move on.
Okay.
Why are Black Americans blamed for everything while others claim our history? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That's a good one. Um, why we blame for everything? Because it's like I'll say this: we the salt of the earth. Um, we are the salt of the earth. We are not the reason why we blame for everything because they don't want to blame themselves or other races or their ethnicity for the same shit. They just want to really put the blame on somebody else. With they put the blame on somebody else with their incompetence or things that they're lacking in their races or ethnicities. So what other person to do to what other people to can take the blame even though we don't deserve it, but we can take it. We don't deserve it though, but we can take it because we are not like them. We are not like anybody else on earth. We are special people. We are like God chosen. Like for real. I really do believe that. Because the Bible says, and I don't want to get religious, but the Bible says that they're gonna hate they are gonna hate you for my name's sake. You know what I'm saying? And that's all across the world. That's all across the world. You got people that you can't love you can love and hate people at the same time, and I believe that's us. I believe that's us. Y'all can say all the degenerate stuff y'all want to say about us, but at the end of the day, y'all can't live without us. You can't do any, you really can't even function. If we disappear from the planet Earth today, this world will go up in chaos and in flames. Because we are I think we are the moral compass. Like we know what's right and we know what's wrong, and it's not denying it. Most of us, I'll say all of us, 80% of us, we just got more of we know if something is wrong. You can't be having sex with beasts, with animals. We know that's wrong morally. We just know it's wrong. Like can't nobody tell us it's not wrong. We grew up just knowing that. We got like a God compass. You know what I'm saying? And everything we do, and by the way, everything we do, the world follows it. And they say we are the small minority. I'm not talking about black people as a whole. I'm just talking about us as black Americans. They say we are 14, 15%, 20%, whatever. We are the smallest minority to y'all, but we impact the whole
Okay,
damn
land your
world.
plane. Land your plane.
Yeah, and yeah, I'll land my plane right there, Miss Love.
Because I got a question for you. Hey Landry. Hey D Maintain. Hey everybody in the chat. Okay. Hey Black Queen. Enjoy your shift. I mean have a good shift. All right. You ready for your question, Mississippi?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, this is the first segment. Also, if it's anybody in the chat who would like to participate in this live debate or have anything to add, we are listening to people's statements. Then we're gonna ask them a question, and then they will be taking rebuttals. Okay, so all voices are welcome here per usual. Okay, so hey, so
Good morning, panel. Good morning, Miss Love.
alrighty. Good morning. Okay, so your question is, Mississippi, who should be considered a Black American? Race, wait, I think they did this wrong. Well, maybe I'll ask. Who should be considered a Black American? Should it be determined by race, ancestry, or citizenship?
Ancestry.
You want to expound on that?
Yeah, genealogy. If you can trace your people back to damn near the beginning or the beginning of this United States of America, I think it solely should depend on ancestry, genealogy. If you can go back to a specific year, uh you go back to I'll say go back to slavery, them slavery times and all that, and not even only slavery, because because while we were slaves, it was still free black people too in this continent. So I think we should go back to ancestry.
Thank you, Mississippi. Do anybody have any rebuttals to what Mississippi said? Okay. Hey, Landry.
Miss
And I
Love, boy, how you doing?
Hey, welcome back. So I think I got it kind of twisted. I think mine's always before. See, we got to get back to the format. I always started off with the question, and you responded off the question, not the prompt. Okay, y'all can look at the prompt, but everybody's gonna get a question when they come up here. Okay. All right, Landry.
I came here to answer the question about who is considered a Black
Wait,
American.
that's the question number two. So I'm glad that was gonna be your question. Let me read it to you, okay, Landry?
Okay,
All right. Should Black American be recognized as an ethnicity instead of just a race? Go ahead, Landry.
an ethnicity. To be honest, I think Black Americans should be considered an ethnicity. The only reason why there's some kind of a gray area is because American is a nationality, but Black itself is a race. So if me, an African born, come here and I'm Black as far as my race is concerned, and I take that oath and I get my citizenship, I now become a Black American as well. You know what I mean? So yeah, but it doesn't mean my ethnicity is Black American. No, my ethnicity is Bamileke. I'm from Western Cameroon, right? So that's my ethnicity. But now that an American, I'm American citizen, right? I'm now a Black American because racially, y'all and me are the same race, and now I have an American citizenship as well. So no, I'm not gonna come and say that Black American. No, Black American is an ethnicity. That's y'all's tribe. That's y'all's ethnicity. That's who y'all are. You guys are not Yoruba or Igbo or Haitian. You guys are Black American. I would have been fine with even FBA to truly identify y'all, right? To say, okay, then what is the difference between a black foreigner that became a citizen and then like true like Black Americans that have been here for centuries? The thing is, the FBA term just divides us. So if you want to say African American, for me, that even like identify y'all in a unique way to say, okay, I'm African, because I'm not an African American. I'm a Cameroonian American. But you guys can be African American or Black American because that's your ethnicity. And this is not erasure. It is
We're
not
not
erasure.
African. We're not African, bro.
I never called you African, brother. I said you're an African American or a Black
Please don't
American.
interrupt. Go ahead.
So yeah, man. At the end of the day, that's all it really is. Because if you look at it, y'all and I come from the same ancestry, meaning we're the same race. But you know what I mean. You guys are American, and I'm a continental African.
All right, hold on. Do any? I saw Maroon roll his dice first. Go ahead, Maroon.
Yeah, good morning, Queen Mother. Good morning, family. What's up? So, um, yeah, Landry, that's just incorrect. Even by the United States government standards, you are never going to be a Black American. That's why your social security number will always be different. You are in the immigration system, sir. We do not come from the same ancestors. Your ancestors came from slave trading and from slave selling. That's final. That's always embedded in history. You never can change that. Now you can build from that, maybe pay some reparations or something, but you'll never be considered an ethnic Black American. The United States government, again, will never consider you to be an ethnic Black American. Your social security number will always be different so that they can keep track of who's an immigrant and who's not, who has an immigrant background and who doesn't. Again, like Mississippi said, genealogy busts up all that myth that you could ever become a Black American. And that's final. Now you should be a
Okay.
proud Cameroonian. That's what you should be.
All right, land your plane. Let me tell y'all too. Rebuttals are going to be 1 minute for everybody, okay? Until we get to an open panel. Not now, but when when the queue get packed. Because Maroon and Soul and any other mod here, I got a feeling it's going to be a live stream. So I don't know how long y'all going to be available, but I think this going to be a live stream. I'm planning on it. I'm prepared for it, just to let y'all know. Okay, Landry, your final say to him, and then we're gonna get to
Yes,
some.
no. My final say to him is, I mean, I mean, of course, I never claimed to be no no foundational Black American or no actual like Black American because I am. Look at my flag. I'm a Cameroonian first, but also I'm American because I check that box and I thrive. It's not cosplaying or anything like that. It's just how the very system he's talking about considers me. You know what I mean? I don't know much about the social security numbers he's talking about. That's cool, right? I don't mind having an immigrant background. I'm proud of where I'm from. But at the end of the day, when I go to a job interview, when the police sees me, until they hear my accent, I will always be Black in America, and because of my citizenship, I am a Black American. So that's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, so go ahead.
I won't be long. I'm gonna be real short. And Landry, this is for you, okay? No matter how much, no matter your citizenship, sir, you will always be African in America, okay? You will always be African in America. And that social security number, that lets everybody know who's native to this land. And I'll land right there.
Okay, Landry, go ahead. In
And,
Mississippi,
ve-
did you roll
and
your? Hold on, Mississippi has something to say too,
oh
right?
yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, hold on. All right, go ahead, Landry.
No, and proud. I mean, I don't know why y'all keep trying to make it seem like you guys keep saying I'll be an African and American. I am an African and American. That's true. But Africans have different races even in that continent. They're Arabic Africans, they're white tea Africans, they're black or Negroish Africans. So I am an African, but I belong to a race group. They're Who's that? Black or Negroish Africans. So I am an African, but I belong to a race group. They're black or Negroish. Yeah, I am an African person, of course, but I belong to a race. I am like everybody has a race group. You know what I mean? And my race is black, so therefore, I am.
Sir, you belong
Yes,
to
ma'am.
a tribe, sir. You belong to the tribe in Africa.
Bamileke is my tribe, and so proud of it. like I'm so proud of being a Bamileke man from Cameroon. Yes, but now that I live in America and I happen to be black and I have a U.S. citizenship, what do you want me to
Land
call
your plane,
myself?
Landry, so then
I
Mississippi
land my
could get his
plane. I
rebuttal
land my
because we do
plane.
got
I
new
land my
people.
plane. I land my plane. I land my plane.
If you so proud of Cameroonian, if you so proud like that, you are not there. You are not that proud as you think you are because you over here with us, and I don't like that. If you so proud from where you are, why aren't you over there trying to help those people? But you over here taking resources, doing what you do in America because we got plenty of resources. Cameroon doesn't. So why don't you create those resources in Cameroon since you so proud? You're not you shouldn't be you can't be that proud when you in another country saying how proud you are of another country. You're not that proud, sir.
Okay.
And that's all I got to say right there.
All right, thank you, Landry. Final say,
Final say.
but before you do it, panel strict timers. Now the panel is full, and we're gonna be having people in the queue. So while people talking and they hit the point, they hit your nerve. If you have a rebuttal, make sure you get it all together because you're gonna have 1 minute to say what you got to say in my strict clocks. Okay.
Yes,
Um.
ma'am.
All right, go ahead, Landry.
Okay, yeah, Mr. Mississippi, man. I'm definitely proud, man. You have to understand. First of all, you're assuming that I don't do anything back home and whatnot. I'm unlike other immigrants. I'm not a hypocrite. I'm here because there are opportunities here. I come here. I check the box. I make the most of my opportunity. I make my money. I'm investing back home. I go back home 4 to 5 times a year. For now, my parents already retired back home. They came here at 50. My dad left America at 50 something years old, went back home and never been back here because he came here, he took advantage of the system. He did not beg and borrow. He worked hard. He didn't take anything from any FBA. He worked he worked his ass off and went back home and retired. That's also what I am doing. And also don't confuse fleeing with coming somewhere for opportunity. I'm not fleeing. I came here because there's milk and honey here. I'm gonna get some, build my home, and that's it. There is nothing wrong with taking advantage of what is in front of you, and I'll land.
Go ahead, real quick, so then we get in the Psalms.
Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna be quick. Landry, when James Brown made that song, I'm Black and I'm Proud, not one immigrant was in mind. And I'll land.
All right. Psalms 1. Psalms.
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Okay, hey. All right, you ready for
Hello.
your question, Psalms?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Can a person immigrate to America and immediately become ethnically Black American? Why or why not? If y'all
Technically,
need
from a
me to repeat the questions too, just ask, okay? Because I do have a list and I realize that. So you
no,
got
I
it,
heard you good.
Psalms?
Yeah, I
Okay.
heard you.
All right.
From a legality standpoint, yes, they can because the American government got it in for us, so therefore they kind of allow these buffer classes to do this. So that's a definitely technically yes. I don't think from a ethical standpoint that they should. I think if you come from one of these melanated countries, that you should identify with your country of origin, just like the Asians do, and everyone else kind of does. But no, the melanated people seem to come over here and they think it's a flex, or they think it's cool, or maybe it's like a aha, I gotcha, or I'm getting something off. I don't really know the logic behind it because it's disrespectful to us, and it's also disrespectful to their ancestors, which I don't think they really care about their ancestors like that. They seem to care more about our ancestors than their own. But that's how I would answer that question. I know I got some time remaining there.
And you can use it however you want.
Okay, for the brother that was
Must wasn't meant to be. Because 1, 2,
oh, I'm sorry. The
go ahead,
CFA,
Psalms.
Cameroon, the dude that was just speaking, for every dollar in Cameroon, when he sends $1 back, $1 US, they use what is called a CFA. That is worth $563 of a CFA for every $1. The economic exchange rate that these people are involved in is insane, and we have to talk about it as FBA. He says he's from Cameroon and he sends money back, but every dollar that he sends in our money, in our little USD coin, is 563. And you can Google it, look at the current exchange rate today. And I'm gonna land my plane right there.
All right, thank you, Psalms. Does anyone have any rebuttals to what Psalms said? Just roll your dice. Nobody? All right, we're
Love,
gonna move.
love. I'm kind of slow. I'm kind of. I ain't slow a little bit, but I'm slow to the internet thing. How do y'all roll y'all dice?
Tap on your image and
Mm-hmm.
you look on the screen and you see those little oh wait. Oh yeah, I only can tap on mine. You don't see no emojis pop up?
Yeah, I just seen it with Bobby.
Yep, there you go.
Oh, okay. I see it now. All right. I got you.
Okay. So nobody has any rebuttals. We're gonna move to KC. Hey KC, how you doing? KC, are you here? You wanna unmute?
Yeah, I'm pretty good. I'm sorry I didn't. I appreciate your panels. Every time I come on, there's some good stuff you got going. But what I wanted to address was
Wait a minute,
number
hold
one, the
on.
question.
Hold on real quick. One thing I haven't done, I guess. What's your ethnicity?
Actually, I'm indigenous,
Okay.
what people would call Black American, because
Okay.
my people was here before Columbus and all those others.
Okay. I know
So,
what that is.
and
Okay,
and,
we can just
and
stop
my
there.
family, okay, and my family are the love. So I was wondering if you was in that lineage from Mississippi as my family.
Oh really?
And
No. My last name
yeah,
my last name is in love. Um,
oh, I
no.
thought, I'm sorry, I thought it was. But
Mm-mm.
can I address what the Cameroonian brother
I
said?
got a question for you, and you're gonna have 2 minutes to answer it. And then after
Okay,
you answer the question, you can address whatever you like, respectfully or however. Just don't
okay,
cuss too much, and y'all use TikTok and YouTube friendly language, please. Okay, you ready for your question, Casey?
yes, go ahead, please.
Okay. Should the U.S. Census distinguish descendants of enslaved Black Americans from more recent immigrant communities?
It's that's kind of a gray area for me because I really don't know. But what I do know is the reclassification of our people. So I'm sure if they reclassified us, they might have reclassified them as us. So I don't think it's fair to just assume that they did it just against us, because this has been going on for so long, and they've been trying to steal everything from us. They've been denying us our own land and charging us on our own land. It's sad, but we got to find a way to get back. Which I've been listening to a couple of other groups, and like, I don't know if you ever heard of Chief Rod Hayes. He's in position to start doing stuff with the government because the government of the indigenous was mostly filled with the women governing, and the men was the protectors. Did I answer your question?
Yeah, now you can say what you wanted to say. I mean, your answer is your answer. If anybody have any problems, they'll rebut you. But now you can get into whatever you was wanting to say.
Okay,
Oh,
well, the brother from Cameroon, I kind of beg to differ with what he's saying, because at the same time he wants to identify as us, but he can send money back to his country and help them benefit where we're not benefiting when they come here. They take and they get all the rights and responsibilities that we don't even get. And this is our land. So I think it's unfair that the immigrants come here, especially the ones that are brown or what you would consider black, come here and they get arrogant and thinking that because they got over here, they don't realize that the white man or the white tea man is trying to replace us with them. And I'll land my plane with that.
Yes, love. Can I
okay.
rebuttal since I
Yeah,
got?
hold on. Okay, I get it. So, Maroon, I
Yes,
gotta
dear.
I'll be right back. I gotta y'all can have open panel or can y'all run it? I don't know. I don't
Maroon, I
want
got a
people
rebuttal
just
here.
they can just have open panel for a minute, but I gotta drop Jayden off to practice real quick.
Well, I'm gonna
Okay,
get
can
through
y'all just
everybody
let them
first.
go?
Can I go
Huh?
next since I
Yeah, I'm
haven't
gonna
said
get through
anything?
everybody. Hold on, Bobby. I'm gonna
Oh,
get through
but
everybody
they gonna
first.
still have to have questions. I'm only gonna take. They gonna still need questions when I get as soon as I get back. So those people got to stay up there.
Okay. All right. I think Landry is rebutting KC, correct?
Yeah.
All right, get your 1 minute,
Um.
Landry.
Yeah. Put my timer on my G.
Hold on. And if you go on tea time, I will drop you. I'm just letting
I
y'all
said.
know in
I
advance.
said. Go. Put my time on my G. I ain't say my. You know what I mean? I said my G. Man, Mr. KC, man. I think if I heard you correctly, you're thinking I come here, I cosplay y'all, and I take away from y'all, and you making it seem like I have a meeting with the white team man every Tuesday and talk about how we gonna replace y'all, man. Look, yeah, y'all need to come out of that type of mindset. When I came here, bro, I went to school. I had a soccer scholarship to get my bachelor's degree. My parents paid out of pocket for my master's degree. How is that taken from any how is that taking from your kids or any black American child? I did that. I got what I needed to do. I got a job, and then I'm doing what I need to do like a regular person would do. Why do y'all always think that when a black immigrant is doing something well, it's because they're taking away from y'all? Why not preach working hard and using the blueprint that is there for y'all to thrive? Why do you always think someone is taking from you? Come on.
Can I respond to that?
Yeah, let me give you a minute. Go ahead.
Okay, reason why you're taking from us is because you come here and you get preferential treatment and status over us. You get money and education and businesses that we can't get, that we even try to qualify for, we get turned down for. But as immigrants, you'll get more than we'll ever get on our own land. And I can't go to Cameroon and say, well, look, I want an education, I want to work for it. They will throw me out first time they see me. So you cannot use that as an excuse that you worked hard. Of course, we've worked hard. We've been working hard for centuries, and still we're the ones that everybody hates and everybody's trying to keep down, including people from your country and continent. They have an issue with us, and we're the ones that set the trends for everybody. So it's not just you personally, it's the whole system is always set up to make sure you succeed and keep us at the bottom. I land
All
my
right.
plane.
All right. Shout out to that. Well said. Miss Love, are we supposed to go to the next person now? Just because I don't know how you want to keep it, Bobby's
Yeah,
next.
we can just do a open panel if they can do that right now. I'm only gonna need like
Okay. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay. Gotcha. All right. Please do not come off the mic all at one time. But if you do have something to add to the conversation, you can go ahead. Um, Bobby, it looks like you got a burning desire. Please do not take up everyone's time. What
Yeah,
up, Bobby?
why are Black Americans blamed for everything? That's a good question because, like, what do we do to be blamed for what? And when it comes to the Social Security number, like for example, I'm 56, I got a Social Security number, so that means they know who I am, they know who my mama is, they know her Social Security number, they know who her mama is, my grandmother, they know her Social Security number. So that's how we're in a sense. That's how we get different ourselves from so-called African Americans. So now, when it's kind of funny when Jesse Jackson tried to put the so-called African phrase on us, the only Black Americans that were going with that was the younger generation, which was my generation. Like back in the hip hop era, we were saying we love Africa, rocking the African medallions. But what was our elders telling us? Oh, you don't bring that crap in our house. We are not African. Where you guys get that from? So now, when Africans started migrating here in the early '90s, what did they tell us straight to our faces? You guys are not us, and we are not you. So what do? We said, whoa, our parents and our grandmothers were right, whatever. So we're going to keep it moving. Now all of a sudden, Trump and the Trump administration started deportation. Now all of a sudden, everybody wants to be black. But the lady was right. James Brown brought out the word black people, and we started saying we're black and we're proud. But we weren't saying we were black before that. We were being called Negro, colored, mulatto. So my question is, I'll land my plane right here. My question is, before 1988, when nobody in America was saying that they're from Africa or emulating anything from Africa, what were Africans calling themselves then? Because I know for sure they weren't calling themselves black people like us. I mean, my time is up. I don't know.
If I may
James Brown and
address Landry. Hey, yo, Landry, um, do you really deny the
wait a
exchange
minute,
rate?
Psalms. Wait a minute,
Okay.
Psalms. Hold on. The last
yes, ma'am.
was you trying to say something?
Yeah, I was at a, I know James Brown was from like the early '70s. I mean, like mid '70s, '75 to '80s, and
James
he's
Brown's been out way before that.
way before that.
Yeah.
Okay, so but you said that movement started in the '90s. You see the issue there?
No, I didn't say the movement started in the '90s. I said, like, for example, like say like a Busta Rhymes or somebody like that, right? He's a first how you say it, a first immigration from his parents being from Jamaica. But like, yeah, we have people like that. But when they started migrating here more in the masses in the '90s, when they started recognizing us and we were trying to recognize them, we were the younger generation. We were accepting them as us because at that time in the '80s, everybody was saying who they were. If you're a Cuban, you would say I'm Cuban American. If you're Swedish, I'm Swedish American. We couldn't say anything because we were saying, well, you know, we've been colored, Negro, mulatto, so we're gonna go with Black American. That's what we've been going with. But before that, we were never ever calling ourselves African American. And I'm gonna ask you a question. Why does everybody want us to be from Africa so much, but yet we don't emulate nothing from Africa? We don't copy nothing from Africa. We don't have no traditions from Africa. Africa follows, and Haitians and all black people and all races across the planet follow everything literally that Black Americans do. So then we get challenged on our language, right? You know what I'm going to say? I'm going to say English is our language. Because why is it the minute we start changing some words around, it gets demonized? We get put in a dictionary, we get called ebonics, and it's called slang. We can't talk right, we can't speak English. But then you give it about maybe a month or two, every freaking business has our slang in their commercials. Everybody, the whole entire planet is using our vernacular slang. So my question is, why is that?
Bobby, I get the expression and the passion that you have. It's notable, but
It's not a passion.
Can I
It's the
ask you
truth.
real quick, the last, respectfully, what's your ethnicity?
yeah, Bobby, I want to focus on something.
No,
It's the
I
What's
want
your
to know
truth.
what's
ethnicity?
your hold on. Go ahead, Maru.
Yeah, what's your ethnicity, dude?
Black American,
From where?
America,
What state are you from, sir?
Texas.
with that accent.
What's your grandma's name?
Hold on, Bobby. I got it. Don't worry.
FBA
What?
do.
Because
Oh,
you're trying to
FBA.
be condescending towards Black Americans. I'm just trying to figure out why would you be condescending to your own lineage? That's what we're trying to figure out here.
Calling out the
Speaking
obvious.
your mic. Speaking your mic, sir. We can't hear you.
I'm calling out the obvious here. You said, well, first of all, when it comes to you, do all
What
black
state are you?
how long, guys? Do all black Americans have the same accent?
That's not what I said. I said that's not a Texas accent. That's the
It's
point I was
not.
trying to make. Exactly. Like we don't talk to our family members.
Do
Now I'm from
all
Florida. Everybody can hear I'm from Florida. That's I've never been told that I'm not from Florida.
okay.
But you sound like somebody from overseas. That's why we're asking the question. And then your talking points are from somebody from overseas. Now, when we ask people their ethnicity, it's not to be denigrating, it's just to get clarity so we know who we're talking to. Just for anybody wondering.
Okay, so clarifying question. Do all Texans have the same accent?
You said
You're
what?
not even saying Texas right, sir. You're not even saying Texans.
He said
No, sir. All
Texan.
Bobby, I'm gonna have to drop you. Go ahead on the last.
Yeah, so I'm asking, do all people of Texas, Texans, right, have the same accent?
You
Pretty
said the
much.
same. You saying the same. Like I'm listening to words, bro. We're picking up on all the vernacular, all like everything you're saying. We're not crowing crazy up here. But
Can you give me a
what
description of
what
what
question
Texas?
did you want to ask? What question did you want to ask?
Yeah, I was getting at Bobby, how you said the whole Black and I'm Proud came from James Brown, right? Which is in the early 60s, I mean, in the 60s, 70s era. But then he circled back and said that it came from somebody out of the 90s. No, I just like something to be coherent and, make sense.
Do you know how long James Brown has been making music, sir?
Yes.
Okay, y'all, hold on. Go ahead so we can hear exactly what you're trying to say. Let
Yeah.
them give them 1 minute or something. But this,
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know either, Miss Love, but you get your 1 minute to last. Go ahead.
So the point I'm trying to make is Bobby just throwing things out to try to make them stick. You said that his words verbatim, it came from the 90s. Like the whole Black and I'm Proud movement came from the 90s. However, that coined in the 60s with James Brown. You're correct.
I didn't say it that way. No, I did not say that. I said
Bobby, let
black.
him finish his
Bro.
time. Hold on, Bobby. Go ahead, finish your time. What exactly are you trying to get at, sir?
I'm just looking for something that's coherent, something that actually makes sense.
Okay, so I made the statement, right? I said when Bobby Brown made the song, I'm Black and I'm Proud, he made it without having an immigrant in mind, whether the immigrant was from Haiti, Africa, wherever. He didn't make that song in reference to immigrants. He made that song in reference to Black Americans. Foundational, to be exact. Our
Right,
land.
Does that make sense? The last?
Not really.
right. Was
Of
that
course.
coherent enough for you?
And it's James Brown, not Bobby Brown. The two
It ain't, listen, it ain't for you if you ain't going, if you can't understand it, it ain't for you. All right. That's an FBA term. Is that coherent enough for you?
I understand. FBA seem to let some kind of intellectual properties, but let me ask you this: during
No,
slavery,
it's not intellectual property actually, but you're very hostile towards Black Americans. So let me ask you something. Why are you so hostile? Why are Black Americans blamed for everything while others claim our other history? Like you don't even know our history clearly. So
I don't
why
know.
are you so hostile and blaming Black Americans for everything?
What brought you to the conclusion that I don't know Black history?
You don't even know James Brown, sir. You can't even get past the 1950s and 60s.
I do know James Brown. I do.
No, you don't. You're asking, how don't you know the most famous
Brickhouse James Brown.
song that James Brown is known for, sir?
James Brown. Yeah, I know James Brown, sir.
Okay. You wanted attention today?
James
I,
Brown. No, no,
did
no.
you want attention today, sir?
No,
Because that's what it sounds like. It sounds like you're not trying to have an actual conversation.
I want factual context. That's what I want. I don't want rhetoric that you just pulled out.
They already everybody's giving you, hell on. Miss Love, can we ask NTL? Because I know NTL didn't
Yeah,
get a
because
chance.
I don't know. The last, what's your rhetoric? What rhetoric? What's your belief system? What are you? Are you you say you Black American? And for some reason, I'm highly suspicious of that, and I'm normally not. I either know or I don't know. But however, are you a Black Democrat, or are you a Pan African, or do you have a wife that's of an immigrant background or something? Like, what's your ideology? I'm curious. What do you believe?
I'm a Black American. My parents are Black American due to the 14th Amendment. My grandparents are Black American due to the 14th. My great grandparents were probably maybe what? It's it's right at the end of slavery because it was like 100 years old when they died. But yeah,
Okay, thanks for the lineage background. However, what is your ideology? What is your belief system? Are you a Democrat? Are you married to someone of an immigrant background? Are you a Pan Africanist? Do you believe in flat blackness? Like, I'm trying to get to know you. Who are
I'm
you?
not Pan African. No, I'm not married to it. My ideology does not align with Democrats or Republicans because they're all one system. This is all one country at the end of the day. So I vote for the betterment of America.
Now, who are you? What are you? What are your beliefs? What type of person are you?
In regards to what now?
Do you believe all people, all Black people that's here now, the descendants of slaves, do you believe all of us got here because of slavery?
No,
The transatlantic slave trade? I'm trying to figure out, who are you?
race there, migrated.
Is that coherent enough for you? Do I make sense to you?
That's no, not all of us. There's different ways to migrate into America. Some people came here for the system of capitalism, which is to benefit off these social programs of America. Did come here in enslavement. Some people came here, well, probably was here before. Records have been lost throughout time.
Okay.
This
Do you believe in flat blackness? Do you believe that all melanated people here, in the United States of America, that's U.S. citizens, should be Black American, should be able to claim Black American? You being very, very vague.
No, only the ones that are under the 14th Amendment. If you're not under the 14th Amendment, then you're considered an immigrant, respectfully. Now, if an immigrant has a child here, the child is considered Black American because it only takes one generation to have a cultural change.
Who told you that? Why do you believe that? So you mean to tell me your belief system is, if somebody been here for 50 years, they the same, they can be the same as me, who people been here for hundreds and centuries of years. Is that your belief?
What I'm telling you is culture is taught and not inherited. So it only takes one generation, meaning that
Okay,
child.
well, hold on, the last. Then explain Little Haiti. Explain what you mean culture only take one generation. How is that going to ever happen? And these people are separated into their own enclaves. What culture? You mean maintaining the culture from back where they from? I'm confused.
Culture is the people that you grow up around, the historical habits that you exhibit, the knowledge that you gain. You
Yeah,
yeah,
a lot of them, they keep their own culture. They keep the Haitian culture, the African culture, the Jamaican culture. They not the same as a Black American. They don't take on our culture.
consistent for everybody.
You know that, right?
You know that's not consistent for everybody, right?
Huh?
That's not consistent for everybody. You know that, right?
Not every single person. However, we gonna speak majorities. So you saying the majority of all Black American, I mean, all melanated immigrants have assimilated into Black American culture.
When did I say majority?
Well, you said it's not all of them. About
Right.
what
It's
percentage
not
do you
all of
think?
them.
Okay, well, what percentage do you think of melanated immigrants now are assimilated into Black American families, culture, etc.?
Now, once again, I came up here for facts. I cannot put a number on that, but what I can tell you for a fact is it only takes one generation to learn new cultural norms.
Okay, source, please. You stated that was a fact. Where can I find that fact at?
Any, any, any source now. Let me ask you something.
No, I need the source. I need to look that up because I don't believe that to be true. I've never heard nothing like, oh, somebody only take one generation to now be a Black American.
Now,
Chat, have y'all?
No, ma'am. He's letting you know that he's an anchor baby, and we have a bunch of Texans in the chat saying that that's not a Texan voice. And I'm here. I've been in Texas for 20 years. This
that's
man is an immigrant with cotton in his throat. He has a soft throat. He is not from America.
well, there's those some saddles for all
Now
you.
she sound like she from Texas.
It's crazy. It doesn't matter. First of all, you cannot prove my accent of where I'm from.
I can hear you sound like you're from either Africa or the Caribbean.
It's
Everybody
not,
So
knows.
can
it's
you
the way
unmute
he
me?
pronounced his words, y'all.
Yes,
If you listen, it's the way his pronunciation is not of a foundational person.
he sounds.
Everybody
The
has
way
a.
you're saying, we say things different. Hold on, sir. We say. Let me school you real quick.
Okay.
The word the, right? You're saying D, as if you're from the continent. You're saying D. You're not saying
Never said
the.
from D.
You're not pronouncing the words correctly, and that's certain things that I pick up on. And then the way you're who on a dirt bike? Hold on. The way that you're saying Texas, like, bruh, I'm from Florida. I say Texas a certain way, but people out here in Texas, I'm around them constantly. I live out here in Texas now. You don't sound like nobody in Texas except the Nigerians and the Congolese and the West Africans, and this is what we're saying.
Okay, sir. FBA, respectfully, it's not pronounced the. It's pronounced the. You can look that up in a thesaurus.
You you're saying D.
Hold on. It even teaches you how to pronounce it with little acronyms beside it. Now, on top of that, nobody in Texas have one coherent accent. Nobody.
Uh, all right. That right there.
Look
Let
how
me
he
finish.
said
Nope.
Texas. Look how he said
That right there. That's what we caught you
Texas.
at.
So why you muted
Yeah,
me?
bro. Let's
So
move
why
on.
you
This
muted me,
this
sir?
fool tripping. This fool tripping. He
So why you
tripping.
muted me off the comments?
Off the what?
Oh, I
I
never
can't
did.
comment. One of y'all
No,
is
because he kept
notable.
calling us a cult, so I'm not gonna let you just keep sitting up here and say
Yeah, I
Nah,
that
I
didn't. I
mean,
nonsense.
never muted you.
okay, because
No,
you
I
know that.
muted his behind because he kept
Bro,
calling us a
unmute me.
cult.
Stop doing that, Maroon. Unmute me. Let me talk to the people. Unmute me on the comments, bro.
You're
I'm
not
not being
gonna keep calling us
disrespectful.
a cult and denigrating our
Unmute me,
people.
bro. Unmute
And you're
me.
not the only person. So you're not alone. You guys be muted together.
Please, Maroon, unmute me, bro. Let me talk to the
It's
family
only
on the
for a little bit.
comments.
You'll be back on in a second. Hopefully you learn something. Just stay in timeout for a
The
little bit.
people want to hear from me. Let me push to the
No, they don't want to hear us being
conversation, bro.
okay. I'm not finna go back and forth being sassy with
We
you.
got to move on to NTL, Maroon.
Exactly. NTL, did NTL get addressed the prompt yet? I feel like we were focusing on the last Jedi for so long.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
Go ahead and do that though. I'm back at home though.
Okay, NTL, what's your ethnicity for the room?
How you guys doing? Good morning. My ethnicity is Jamaican. I'm Jamaican through both my parents.
Shout out the first Jamaican who came up honest today about their ethnicity. That's all we ask. And now we can move on. Miss Love, did you have the questions ready yet? Because I didn't
Happy
want to.
Jamaican Independence Day.
Oh, for real?
Appreciate it. Yeah, thank you so much.
Happy Independence Day for Jamaica, 1962. When we first learned that y'all was, at the table. Good work, 1962.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
This is all it's all about.
Hold on, Landry. Stop coming off mic before you get dropped. We like to have decorum, sir. Nobody's even saying anything that's worthy of people just busting off the mic.
Okay.
Miss Love, were you back yet?
Yes, let's get back
Okay.
to the show. It's NTL time.
Yeah.
Hey NTL, you ready for your question?
Yes, ma'am. I'm ready.
All right. Does combining different Black populations under one category help or hurt public understanding?
It hinders. You can hear me? Yeah, I said it hinders. Yeah, it doesn't help. Yeah, so I'll be quick. So I'll be quick. So it doesn't help because ultimately, if you bunch a whole group of different assorted Black peoples into one category, certain things get lost in the sauce. ultimately. America has this issue with its white tea populace too. Like America thinks that any white tea person could just come here and then they naturalize and then they're American. And like I guess they're trying to put the same thing on the native black populace, but it doesn't gel well ultimately. It doesn't work the same because you have the foreign black populace that come, they're naturalized or they'll have kids, but yet they'll still have lineage and ties or anchorage to other foreign nations. Oh, you guys gave me a lot of time. I appreciate the a lot of time. Now back to the prompt. Why are Black Americans blamed for everything? 'Cause I never really addressed the prompt. I never got the chance to. I don't think they're necessarily blamed for everything. But I don't think we're blamed for everything. They're blamed for everything, but they're victims in this whole scheme as we are. Foreign blacks are used as buffers and used as pawns ultimately in this system to make sure that the native black populace doesn't get their just due and get the things that they're entitled to. And it's been working to great effect.
Can I
I'll
ask you
land.
some questions? I got a couple of questions. The
Go
first
ahead.
one is Happy Jamaican Independence Day. But do you feel like
Thank you.
y'all lost y'all independence and need to take it back?
So here's the thing with independence, right? Independence, America is independent. Why? America is independent because they actually fought. Jamaica never fought. Canada didn't fight. The Caribbean, we didn't fight. Besides Haiti, the Caribbean en masse didn't fight. Our independence was negotiated. And because it was negotiated, it's pretty much a business deal. And that's exactly what it is. A citizenship is only guaranteed if you can protect it. The Caribbean is in no real position to protect its own independence.
Okay, hold on. Thanks for all the gifts. So let me add on. Do you think it's gonna come to a point where y'all gonna have to fight for y'all country back?
Yes, and the problem with this is the weaponry that they have, we simply are no match for it. If you look at the geopolitics, not to get too far off from this topic, but the only reason why them people over there in the Middle East is able to like say no to the status quo is because they have weapons and are able to develop weapons.
Okay, and my last point before we get to see if anybody had any rebuttals. My last point is that okay, so I see that you said that they weaponize immigrants that come over here, right, against the Black Americans.
Yeah, whether the black immigrants know it or not.
Right, but I think they know it, and I think don't you believe that's a choice? They don't mind coming over here being used as weapons.
Right. They don't mind. They
Mm-hmm.
don't mind because ultimately, even if it is scraps that they're getting, those
Mm-hmm.
scraps, what got somebody on this panel said, when you transfer the currency back to their home countries, the scraps are enough.
So wouldn't you agree that they just as bad as the white tea people as far as concerning Black Americans, the way they affecting us, and they really don't care as long as they get whatever they got, whatever they gonna get out of the deal, right? Because
Okay,
it's a
so
choice. It's a choice. I mean, I don't know how many more times Black Americans got to say immigration as a whole is a negative impact on the Black American community. But that does not stop people from coming. Nevertheless, they still say every day they're going to keep coming.
right
You
now,
know
are
what I
they
mean?
as I know what you mean. Now, are they as bad as the white tees? Of course not, because they didn't enslave you, right? So
Right.
we're not
Oh,
gonna
wait.
go
Hold
there.
on. Hold on. Hold on. Now it depends on who we talking about.
Okay, well the Caribbean didn't. And
Exactly. We're not talking about the diaspora we have as far as the Black Americans, the Caribbeans, and the Haitians. I think I learned, maybe I'm wrong, but I think I learned that we are all a part of the same diaspora. Africans have their own diaspora. Is that correct, chat, or am I mistaken, panel, chat,
I
Maroon?
I'm under the impression, and I'm pushing, Miss Loves, is that we have our diaspora over here in the United States, and I believe the Caribbean has their own diaspora, and I think Latin America has their own diaspora.
I
That's the way I'm going to start explaining, because when we start including them, it just gets too complicated. It
I
gets
Right.
too
agree with
complicated.
him.
Okay, so
I
we
agree.
are
I agree with him.
right. Okay, so we not all a part of the diaspora. We can look at we can look at the United States, in my opinion, because I just learned that these were all little countries over here, like our states or whatever. I learned on that 8 hour stream learning about our history. However, we probably should. I guess that's the right thing to do because it's 50 states, just like it's 54 countries over there in Africa. Now, like I was saying, is obviously they don't care, like I said. So we can't say nothing about them being used. They are willing to come here and do what they got to do, to come up off the backs of Black Americans. And also, I might have to add now in TL is how should we feel about that? Oh, you said that something about it's not like they sold us into slavery. That was my point. But listen, how about how should the relationship be towards the people who did participate in that?
Okay, so my opinion is for those who did participate in it and they look like you, right? And they
Mm-hmm.
themselves participate in it,
Mm-hmm.
you do not have to collaborate with them. You do not have to receive them with open arms. That's
But
my
they Black American now that they come over here.
okay. Now this is a problem. There should be a different consensus thing for you guys to check off as okay, we're descendants of slavery on this soil. We've been here for at least
Yeah, we
before
taking care of all that.
1900.
I'm just no, we taking care of all that. I'm just letting you know since you mentioned that they getting harmed too by white supremacy. But some groups, the only group that's not getting harmed by choice is Black Americans.
Fact.
Everybody who make a choice to come here, they choosing to harm us and they choosing to do everything that's negatively affecting Black Americans today. Every single person, every single child that was born here because of their parents, every single immigrant made the choice to come over here. And I know all of them not bad. I wouldn't want to live in some of those places either. I would want access too, but I'm a Black American. But I understand why people want to get the hell on. But nevertheless, what are we supposed to do when we negatively affected?
You are
You can
negatively.
feel
You are
sympathy for people, but then after sympathy, it's something else that happens to a person.
correct. You are negatively affected. Both things
Huh?
can be true. I said yes. You are. Yes, you are negatively affected.
And
That's right.
people make the choice to continue to stay and continue to negatively affect Black Americans, right?
It's true.
Okay. So you was rolling your dice like a mug.
Yes, ma'am.
I see you, Mississippi.
I just wanted to ask him, how can you be proud of your independence while living in another country? And who's going to fight for your country if you all keep fleeing to America?
Fair question. I'm born here in the States, but it is my parents' country and their parents before. It is theirs. And how can we be proud of the independence? A lot of us, believe it or not, a lot of us aren't really proud of it. Like, well, yes, we're proud to have a flag and all those other things. But when you look into the nuances and the intricacies, we realize that Jamaica isn't really independent when you look at the structure of it on the inside. There's a lot of money being poured out, and the infrastructure is not controlled by the. It's majority black. It's 90% black, and 90% of us don't control anything.
That's a lie.
It's a lie. How? What's a lie?
I'll tell you this part. I'll tell you this part right here.
Go ahead.
That's a whole complete lie. But I'll tell you this. Citizenship and just being an American, that's two different things. It's two different things for me. And in my opinion, and correct me if I'm wrong. citizenship and just birthright ships, birthright ships, birthright ships. I don't even want to put the word citizen in my mouth because I'm not a citizen. I'm a Black American. We got drug into that for a reason, political reasons or whatever. I'll tell you this as well, dude. We are from here. We are what we are, and you can't deny that. Can nobody in the world deny Black Americans? You can hate on us. You can do all that what you want to do, whatever these foreign people. And I don't exclude the white immigrants either. All y'all ass need to get on somewhere.
Because your time
And
was
then
up.
I'll land my plane with this right here. This is our shit. This is our birthright citizenship or whatever you want to call it. We're not citizens. We are a part of this land, literally. Blood, sweat, and tears. We are of this land. Our ancestors from this land, buried in the ground, buried in the ground of this land. So y'all can go somewhere. Y'all can go somewhere else, man. For real, for real. And that's all I got to say right there.
Um, Let me say something for like 10 seconds. So I agree. The 14th Amendment was strictly for one and one purpose. Yeah, the 14th Amendment was strictly for one and one purpose only. It wasn't for the world, and it wasn't for anyone else other than the formerly enslaved and their kids. That's who it was for. I understand that, and I agree with that 100%. Um, Tell me, what did I say that wasn't true?
Okay. Was that it?
Yeah. That's it. Tell me. I wanted him to tell me what did I say. He said it wasn't true. I wanted him to tell me what did I say that wasn't true.
Okay. Mississippi, real
Yes,
quick.
ma'am. Yeah, I landed my plane. I just got to remember what he actually said. He said a lot, but just remember what he actually said. Yeah, I got to go into my mind and understand what the hell he
We
said.
we we understood you. We understood you, Mississippi. We got you. We
Ms. Love,
understood.
Ms. Love, can I ask NTL one thing? And I'm just saying this as respectfully as possible, but can he confirm, because he said they didn't fight to get their independence? We've had 1,000 Jamaicans come to this panel and tell us that y'all fought, y'all fought, y'all fought, but now we're finally getting somebody saying the same thing that I've said. And this dude don't know me from a can of paint, but didn't you all sign treaties?
Yeah, we signed treaties. So look, there were uprisings during the 1800s, early 1800s for
We never
slavery.
we never
Yes,
signed the treaty. We never signed the treaty.
Hold on,
Never.
Mississippi. You got to let him. Hold on, real quick, dog. We know we never signed treaties. We don't. Some of the only black people never signed treaties. We fought for over 500 plus years. We've been fighting. But now you said you signed treaties, right?
right. So and before 1962, let's go back to like early 1800s. Yes, there were uprisings, and yes, Britain did abolish slavery because of those uprisings. But ultimately, our independence was negotiated. We didn't fight them off to be independent. Even if you look at it now, I was arguing with a girl from a doctor from the Bahamas because I was trying to tell her that our heads of states is King Charles of England. He's the head of state of Jamaica today. He's also the head of state of the Bahamas today. He's the head of state of Canada today, New Zealand, Australia today. The reason why Jamaica, my family's country, the reason why we cannot control or get control of it, that's part of the reason. And she said he doesn't have power. I said he doesn't have power in England either. That's immaterial. The point is, the reason why we have what we have is because they wanted a quote unquote to ensure a continuance of stability, which means they don't trust black people with controlling their own black countries.
Okay, let's move on.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I think beautiful goddess. It was your turn next. If you want to come back up and jump in here real quick.
Miss Love, if I'm not gonna talk, let me be allowed to comment. I
Oh
mean, at
yeah,
least
why you can't?
Maroon, free me, man.
Free you from what?
He was
Can you
trolling in the.
unmute him in the comments? I
I
mean,
don't even. I don't even know how to. Let me. I'll
Free me,
figure it
bro.
out,
well, if you
Landry. You
don't
want to talk to
like,
Black
don't please
Americans?
y'all. I'll mute. I mean, not I'll mute, but we can't. You know what I mean? Especially if they up here, people will be talking all kind of trash in the comments. If it's not
I want
like
to talk to my
real,
people, Miss Netta, I'm coming, sweetheart.
Yeah, when
A
I'm on
married
live,
Miss
woman.
when I'm on
Netherboo
live
is
with y'all.
married. Okay, Mississippi, we gonna rotate you down. Thanks for coming up. Yeah, y'all. Just make sure if you mute somebody, it's like what I mean. They not somebody who support the show. You know what I mean, and they not getting too crazy. Like Landry is a supporter, and I know how you is though, Maroon. Sorry,
Yeah, but he was just trolling too hard, like calling us a cult. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why I drew the
Landry, you
line.
cannot be saying we are caught. That's like
Oh
calling us the
man,
N
it's
word.
Exactly.
a
That's
little
reverse propaganda of what we're trying to push
Yeah,
going on.
that's like
Maroon,
white
man.
supremacy talking points.
No, no,
Exactly.
far from that, man. Far from
It,
that.
no,
But you
not
know he
really.
loved them, so
Hold on, Maroon. Not really, Landry. You want to know why? Because
wow.
the way it makes a Black American, especially someone who considers themselves foundational Black American, feel inside their body when they get called that. It's the same
I'm
equivalent of
sorry,
being
family.
called the N
I'm
word.
sorry. I'm
No, I
sorry.
just want to let everybody know that's really a slander because we smart enough not to ever be in a cult, and also a lot of Black Americans died in a blank a cult before here historically in this country, and we know the difference between what this is and what that is. You
Miss
know what
Love,
I
let me
mean?
apologize to the family. Family, man. Listen, I'm sorry, y'all. You know what I mean? It's all love here. I just want to unite the people, man. The black folks.
All right, Landry. I
Yes,
know
ma'am.
y'all hurt and y'all lash out and say stuff, but come on now. Okay, so beautiful. Hi, I'm sorry. Thank you for being so patient.
Oh, yes. Hi, how are you?
I'm doing good. What's your ethnicity?
I'm Indigenous American.
Okay, you ready for your question? And
Yes,
then you can get
ma'am.
into whatever. Okay. All right. Are race and ethnicity being confused in today's conversation?
Um, I feel like on the topic of Black Americans, it is. I mean, for everybody else, it's so easy because most people don't care about that. But I feel like it is an issue when it comes to Black Americans. Um, because kind of how Landry was saying earlier, like since he's black in America and now he's an American citizen, he's considered a Black American. Um, but for us, it would be an ethnicity and a race. You know what I mean? So I think just with us, yeah, it's confusing. And I'm gonna let my plane there. I'm sorry.
Do you hear her voice, Miss Love? She's a Texan.
Okay. Go ahead, Landry. Can you try to type a comment too? And go ahead, Landry. What you rolling your dice for?
Nah, cause I think she, how do you say it in English? Elma Indexi. She pointed the finger at me. I don't know how to say it in English, man. Shoot. But she mentioned me or whatever. No, I don't think race and ethnicity is the same. I mean, no, no, no. It's not. All race. Race, ethnicity, and citizenships are all three different things. I mean, come on, bro.
So I
Like,
I know that I wasn't saying that they were the same. What she asked me was, are they being confused? And I said, when it comes to Black Americans, yes, it is because just like you stated earlier, you would be now considered a Black American. Well, we use Black American as our ethnicity, not as our race. We know that we are Black people, but we also use Black as our ethnic group as well. You would not be
but
considered
then that's a
a Black
problem, though, man.
American, no matter if you have,
Yeah.
because in your country,
Mm.
you're just a Cameroonian. Whatever tribe you come from, that's what you would call yourself in your country. When you come here, you should consider yourself a Cameroonian American, not a Black American, because that's not where you are.
Yes, ma'am. No, I actually agree with you like 85%. If I could, not 80%. So I am a Cameroonian American. As you can see, the two flags, Cameroon American. But I mean, as you said, you know your race is black. Yes, black is your race. Because if you say black, it's also your ethnicity. Well, the Jamaican here, the Haitian here, the black Brit, the black Brazil, we are all, these are all black people racially. So if you say that, then you're including everybody else that is black. So that's my only thing with that. But
Actually, we not, because what is your indigenous language word for black? Like, what would the word black be in your indigenous language?
noir,
Whatever tribe you're from.
noir.
Okay, so that's not black. That's not
What
what
is
we
it?
call ourselves.
No, but
We're actually black. We don't say blah or whatever you just said.
no, but
That's
that's
what
English, right? You
what
speak in
you're
English.
not understanding what I'm saying. It doesn't matter what it translates to in your country. Black would be considered whatever you just said. So even still in your country, you're not called black. You're called a version of black, but it's not what we call ourselves.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. You right. You're a queen. I'm not. You know. You. It's good. It's cool. It's love. I land my plane. You see, I
I don't
could be a
understand
gentleman. That
why y'all
so
trying
you
to
see,
latch on.
I could be a gentleman.
No,
You
I
see
get
that?
it. You're very
You know what
respectful.
I'm saying?
Absolutely. I
Yes, ma'am.
respect you for
Yes,
being
ma'am.
respectful. But she ain't doing nothing but telling you right, though.
I just want to
Okay.
say shout out to the beautiful, educated, melanated FBA sisters, the real black women of the world. You know what I'm saying? That can articulate themselves so easily and don't have to start yelling and cussing and doing all types of stuff because that's what our sisters do. All right. And she put it out so plain and regular that nobody can deny what she said to be false.
Maroon,
So
I agree with you, and I want
Thank you.
more of this because the women in Dr. No Jobs joint, nah, man, I be
hey, yo,
praying for them.
yeah,
No,
why are you
when they
talking
are
about somebody else that ain't
provoked,
here?
when black women are provoked, they will take it to hell. So you
Yeah.
just got to know how to come to them. You got to talk to them how you want to be talked to, basically.
Anyway, I appreciate the way you handle this, man. So yeah,
Hey, yo, Landry, if I may,
Thank you.
I've been trying to get at you. You know, when it comes to you being a Cameroonian, and I'm looking at the exchange rate in real time for today, because we know that's tracked on Wall Street. I mean, if you claim that you're actually sending dollars back to your country to help your brethren and to help your family and whatnot, you know, I'm not going to knock you for that. If you're actually doing that, are you getting a benefit from that? Because
what?
it's $1
It's five.
is
It's what 560. What 565 right
it's
now?
563 today. It's 563 right now for
Yeah,
your
nah.
Franco because y'all use that franc where you're
France
from.
CFA. Yeah, man. I mean,
Exactly. So I'm just saying, is that a negative or is that a positive? Because you're over here. So you're getting to send, you're getting to send whatever you send, and I ain't trying to be in your pockets like that, but no, whatever you getting to send to your brethren and your family and them, is that a come up?
okay, so FB, if I can answer. So, yeah, when I started talking here, I said I wasn't one of them immigrants that is a hypocrite, right? I come here, those dollars that I sent are hard earned, bro. Like, hard earned money. The white team man don't hand me this money to send back home. And yes, it's a big positive. That exchange rate is beautiful because, you know what I mean? If I send $2,000, guess how much that is? It's a M. So yeah, I'm rich
Exactly. That's a
back
come
home.
up.
You know
That's what
what
I'm
I
saying.
mean?
If you take it
But
to
what
scale.
is
So,
wrong? That's just how the world works. What do you want me
well,
to
I'm
do?
not saying that there's anything wrong with it, but here's
When
my
these athletes
question to
make
you.
it to the NBA, don't they send some bread in the hood?
I'm not saying that, bro, but here's
Okay.
the question. We don't have an exchange rate. So when the athlete that's sending it in the hood, that's just dollars for dollars. What country from the diaspora
Mhm.
can send us coins to where we can get that plug?
Aren't you
Because
proud
we can't get
American?
that plug.
You should be. I mean, God happened to create me African, man, and that's where the world is right now, where the exchange rate is. God made you FBA, so you know what I'm saying you have
So,
to
and
find a way to
like how you
thrive in your
said,
FBA country.
85%. When you was talking to that sister before, when you agreed and you said 85%, that's the other percentage that you don't want to talk about. That economics. I'm telling y'all, family, listen to what
Beautiful, man.
Landry is
What you want me
saying
to
right
not
now.
take advantage, bro? What you want me to do?
Listen to what and you can look at any
There
country
is nothing wrong with what I'm
that these
doing,
people
bro.
come
Trust me.
from and look at that exchange rate, and you would be surprised. Like how he said, 2 grand is a M where he from. That's an M, y'all. Think of that. We don't
We
have these
understand.
opportunities. I know, but I'm just, oh, it's
Y'all
But
would
when
have
the
crazy.
done the
but when the
same thing.
celebrities, but when he said that they put the money back, send the money back to the hood, that those dollars are still circulating in the United States of America. They're not leaving the
Yeah.
country,
And Miss
sir. So
Love knows.
you're not
Yeah, I'm
understanding what
back,
he's
y'all.
saying.
Sorry,
But
my
Miss
dog
Love
started
knows my
throwing
aunt
up.
owns a braiding shop where we give back to the community here in America.
Huh?
It's called no, because they're trying to make it seem
Can
like
I
I
say
send money
something?
back home and I don't do anything for the Black American community here. We have a
That's
whole
not what I
braiding
was
shop.
arguing, bro. That's
Okay,
not what I was
I'm
arguing.
just saying that I give back here and I give back more back home.
No,
There's
my
nothing wrong with
argument
Can I
that.
say
was that
something?
y'all do what y'all do because y'all have your countries of origin where you can send like how you just said, you can send $2,000 back to Cameroon and you can flip that to an M just by sending it on Apple Pay, a Cash App. You can flip currency in a way that
Western Union.
however you do it, you can flip currency in a way that we can't. That I think is interesting.
Hold on. Okay, let's get to the new people, y'all. Whew, child.
Can I say something real quick?
Go ahead, Casey.
Okay, in regards to what the brother Landry was saying about he's not like other immigrants. Really, every immigrant that comes to every demographic of immigrants that come to this country, they send money back to their country to bring the wealth
Thank
back
you,
there.
Sasha.
But huh? They they take the money back to their country and they don't do nothing here. And braiding shop is charging people to braid. They're not braiding for free. So everybody's getting more out of our country and out of us than what they're putting back. And I can understand sending something back to help your family. You should always help your family. But you also got to live in the place that you're living at and survive and maintain. And if you're not giving back to the community that I'm not going to say stealing from, but you're borrowing from just to maintain status and to stay here, you're really just helping yourself. I land my
Okay.
plane.
All
Miss
right,
Miss
Love,
thank you.
please,
Love,
I
Go
need to
ahead. So,
answer.
wait a minute. Hold on,
isn't
Landry.
that money laundering, Miss Love?
No, it's legal. It's called remittances. Remittances. Y'all know I can barely talk. It's called
Oh,
remittances. Right,
Right.
Landry?
And they're actually taxing that money too, Miss Love. Just like you
Who,
said, it's
who,
remittances.
the United States.
Yeah, Trump, since he got in office, all that money they've been sending out, because a lot of Latinos do that. A lot of all these Caribbeans do that as well. And they are taxing that money, family. So I hope Trump ups the
Okay.
ante and tax some more. So you
But
want to
then
send it?
that's one good change Trump is making.
Yep,
And
that's right.
at least that tax, maybe it'll get some of that, it'll get sprinkled in our
We've
communities.
been taxed. Like what?
But did he up it or something, Maroon?
He upped it up.
He
He upped
upped
it up.
it. It's
Okay.
it's I think like $1,000 is like $250 now. So if they want to send 1,000 over, it's like 250. If I'm not
And I'm
mistaken,
fine with that.
somebody could verify
No,
that.
I'm with you. I'm with you, Maroon. No, Trump did do that, and that's where I
Yeah,
have
last
that
year.
conversation because, yeah, I mean, they've been able to do this for decades, for the last, like how we know, 60 years they've been doing this hustling.
Mm-hmm.
But y'all make it seem like
And
it's
I
a black
and
Damn.
Ms.
American
Love,
thing.
I'm gonna land with this.
That's
It
damn.
seems that between the tariffs, the oils,
Mm-hmm.
the tax on different goods that we've been sending out for dirt cheap to these other countries, it
Mm-hmm.
sounds like they'll have enough money to pay reparations and still have the country be stable, is what it sounds like to me. But I
Mm.
could be wrong. I could just be talking out of my behind right
Yes,
now.
Lord.
You
No,
know what
that's
I'm
Listen.
the
saying?
secret.
So
That
It's
is the
about time.
secret.
Hold on, Psalms. Hey, Guo, how you doing? Thank y'all so much for the gift. Sasha, thank you. I don't know if Dr. Will been in here. I don't know who been gifting me, y'all, because I done had to take Jaden
I've been
to
gifting Miss Love. I've
basketball,
been
Mississippi,
and
gifting. I've
everybody.
been
then
gifting.
but thank y'all all. Thank everybody. Guo.
Hey, you hear me?
Yep. Hey, welcome back.
Thank you, thank you. Always
So
a
we gonna
pleasure
do
to
this
stop
the
in.
easy way today with you, or we gonna do this the hard way? Let me know up
No,
front.
It's easy. It's easy. I don't have
Okay.
anything against the movement. I just think the energy could be, directed in a more positive direction.
Hmm.
But to answer
But
your
what's your
prompt,
ethnicity? We doing questions today. But what's your ethnicity, real quick, and then I'm gonna get you your question.
yeah, I'm 100% Haitian. I
Okay.
live in North Miami,
Okay.
pretty much all my life. I'm from the region. My family inherited is from the northern region of Haiti called Port-au-Prince. Beautiful, beautiful coastal town, area, city. So, what's the question?
Right.
Oh, I get to
Okay.
ask a question?
Nope, I'm about to ask you one. So the way I used to do it is I ask you a question. Everybody gets a question. They get to answer it. They get 2 minutes, and they can answer the question and say whatever else. Then I ask if anybody have any rebuttals. If anybody got any rebuttals, we gonna do 1 minute rebuttals or
Okay,
1 minute and 30. It depends. Like right now, we ain't nobody but us in here
okay,
in the chat. So, and then after that, we move on to the next question after your final say, and then we
got you,
move on to the next guest until it's
got you.
open discussion. Okay, you ready?
Yeah,
All right. Should public policy distinguish ancestry as well as race?
no, I don't think so. It shouldn't. For the sake that being that it's public, it's almost like on a universal concept as far as residents dwelling within the coverage area. So I think that's a no go. That borders a discrimination and isolation. That borders a discrimination and isolation.
Well, can I ask you who would that discriminate and isolate? I mean, who would those harms be towards?
I would think those who would write the policies of that's governing the decision making, if who's reflective as far as the majority of the policy writers, if they're going to be all
No, what I
white
mean is
team,
who would be affected by those policies?
anyone that doesn't goes against the policy writers, that they see fit, that could be whatever group is isolated from the policy writers. That could be YT, it could be native born blacks, Americans, or even immigrants. I think if all are paying taxes into the system, there shouldn't be. But if the writers are driven by any type of agenda, it's a possibility that any one of those groups can be isolated and discriminated against. So anybody can be affected, depending on how the policy is crafted and who's doing the crafting.
Can I
Right.
rebut that?
Yep, you're the first one to come up your mic. Go ahead, Casey. Anybody else have
Okay, well,
rebuttals? Wait a minute. Anybody else got any rebuttals?
I have a rebuttal.
Okay, first Casey, go ahead.
what I like to say to this brother is it's going to mostly, by identifying ancestry and stuff, is going to mostly clarify the things that change us from being black, colored, Negro, mulatto, African American. Now it's FBA. It's going to force them to identify us as the people of this
Thanks,
land.
Stefan.
So anybody else, if you're an immigrant from Haitian, really you've already, they're already discriminating by classifying everybody anyway. So by it identifying the rightful owners of the land, it's more fairness involved with that. Because we got things we have to pay for that we should not be paying for on our own land. We're being taxed, which we're not supposed to pay taxes. We're not supposed to pay for none of this stuff. So, under the rights of indigenous people, we are qualified to have everything paid for us, but we don't get it because they classified us as something else. So, I can understand you saying it'll affect other people, but it hasn't affected nobody more than it's affected us. And I land my plane on that.
Thank you, Casey. You want to respond before we get to Psalms, Grove?
Yeah, I guess I'll say I could understand the need for a separation as far as like beneficiaries of the policy, but it also, again, it borders the policy writers and crafters, because now you can take that into any direction. It can go left, it can go right. But if it's a public meaning for everyone policy, then yeah, there should be no need for that type of classification. That's what I think. Private, privately funded, privately organized policies that the government may support, which is going to be hard to get the government, federal government, to support something like that. It's going to be hard, but I kind of accept the concept for the isolation of rights of the native borns, but that can also turn into a very diabolic agenda too when it comes to isolation. But that's where I'm going to stand.
Thank you. Okay, go ahead, Psalms.
Yeah, my rebuttal is every political policy written in the United States of America is specified and delineated against. This is why delineation in our community is going so strong, because no, we do see that the Ukrainians, for example, no, all of these policies and aid programs is specific to them. We can have a specific crime bill for FBA. We can get these reparations. We can have legislation that's specific for a group of specific people. We do it all the time. We do it every day. What he's talking about is insane, making it seem like, oh, they all should just be all for one. That is never, show me an all for one policy. All of these all for one policies exclude my people. And this is why we delineate. This is what we saying in my time and in my generation. We're not doing this anymore. We can have a specific scenario for specific people. We do it all the time. We're going to do it for us. And I land.
Okay, thank you. Final say, Guo?
Again,
My
I'm
bad,
for
my
it.
bad. Hold on, Guo. Oh yeah, you and then you got Maroon. It ain't gonna be your final say.
Yeah, I like to say kudos to the FBA that replied, because he used the proper lingo and technical term to get to that, roasting level. But what I'm saying is, because the federal government has policies in place as far as discriminatory practices, hiring practices, and things of that nature, they would just have to be enforced at the lower levels in terms of state rights. But when it comes to specific delineation for a group, that will counter or cancel out the federal government's attempts to balance out, policy correctly. So it's a uniform policy, anti-discrimination, any type of discrimination as far as hiring practices, economics, dealing with the public. And I don't think
Okay.
it could be achieved where both can exist in the same
Okay,
space.
Guo.
Yes.
Your time ended.
You want me to go ahead, Ms. Love?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's very, and you could put the timer on me just so I'm not long-winded. Just like Psalm said, they've done specific policies, and the Supreme Court has ruled multiple times that policies cannot be given based on race. That's what a lot of you immigrants are going to keep trying to push, but it's already in the books. So, like Psalm said, it's going to be lineage specific this time, because we figured that out, because that's how they did the people of the internment camps, the Japanese internment camps back during the WWs. They just gave East Indians, right, a specific whatever based on, some people are calling it an HAETE crime bill. Some people are saying it's just a government bill. I don't care. They gave them a policy based on their lineage. They have to be East Indian. Then you have the anti-Asian HATE crime bill. All right. We're not doing stuff based on race no more. It's going to be ethnically and genealogy, lineage approved from here on out. That's where we're going with it. If you cannot prove that your ancestors were here, it's over with. Now, over there in Haiti, you guys might need an anti-HATE crime bill. That's where I would focus my energy if I was a Haitian, to be honest with you. So, yeah, Hindu policy. That's what it was, Hindu policy. And I land with that.
Okay, Guo, final say, and then we're gonna go head on to NTL.
Yeah, I think that's very uncharted waters when it comes to the lineage-based type of underwriting of this. It's going to be an uphill climb. I don't discourage it. Y'all can try it. It's okay. It's fine by me. As a state citizen, meaning that I'm under the jurisdiction of the state of Florida, I abide legally with all the terms and requirements of the state of Florida to be a responsible taxpayer and citizen. So, with my understanding of that, if I were to take it to what I worry about Haiti, is that yes, when it comes to the federal government policy process, I'm active on that in terms of it addressing the issues that arise that really do involve a higher level of interaction with government. But stage rights might be a little different. It's like I said, it's really uncharted territories. It will be an uphill climb. I say good luck with it. I just think it should be really grounded apart from the discriminatory or isolationist type of approach. That rhetoric this
Put in
government has
land your plane,
destroyed.
sir. Land your plane, because we got
So
to
I'm
move
going to
on.
learn my plan is that,
No,
again,
you landing it now, sir. That's it. Your timer's done. You kept going.
okay, go ahead.
All
No
right.
problem.
No, it's just we got new people, but we got to get to the new people. I don't want to take up all the time on you.
Okay. All right. Okay, YouTube. NTL, welcome back.
How are you doing? Good morning. Well, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. You ready for the final question of this segment?
I am.
Okay. Should government forms ask about lineage in addition to race?
Yes, especially if it's for benefit seeking. Yeah, they should. And they should. And the reason why they should is because ultimately these things cost. Now, anyone that decides to call themselves an American or is an American by means of birth, ancestry, or naturalization, you are signing up to be a part of America and its history, the goods and the bads thereof. And if America has to make peace with some of the wrongs that they did, like let's say give reparations to who reparations are owed, because they've done it already. They did it for the Japanese, I believe, um, or whichever Asian group they did it for. Then yes, they need to ask, are you a part of this lineage, yay or nay, to seek these benefits? I can land my plane. You can take me off. That answered.
That answered it. Okay, well, did anyone have a rebuttal for NTL? Okay, we'll move to James. Hey, James. James, you want to unmute?
Hello, yes. How you doing?
Hey, James, how you doing?
How you doing?
I'm
Can I,
doing well.
can I
What's your
listen?
ethnicity?
I'm born and raised in America. All I know is America.
I'm saying, but what's your ethnicity?
I'm black. I'm black.
Okay, so let me ask you. But first, chatting everybody in the room. We're about to move to our next segment labeled Identity and History. Okay, you ready for your question?
Yes.
Okay, who has the authority to define a people's identity? The government, the community, or individuals?
The people that decide to define themselves. The government don't have that. I'm coming from the standpoint of blacks have, our name has not been defined. And I believe in FBA. I believe in indigenous. And I believe that it's our turn because we have supported every other culture and we have not stopped supporting every other culture. But like you said, I just say the tether thing, but everybody wants to be a part of the party until they want to step aside when it's like they don't benefit us. But now it's time for black people to benefit from that. Because we support every culture. We support every individual culture. And no one has ever stood with us. And it's like anybody that's not black, they don't have a say.
You still got time left. You can talk about whatever you want to talk about.
Well, like I said, I believe that FBA, we have to stand together. I mean, we don't have time to fight with no one else. We just got to get ourselves together, get our reparations. I believe we need an economic system. I believe if we have businesses, I believe we should tax any other non-black business that if they're going to sell to us, we're going to tax them, and that money goes back to a pot for our community. And I believe they should tax every corporation that was around during slavery. I believe the money can come from them anybody that benefited off of slavery should be taxed. I just believe it's money there. They send money out the door all the time without us asking for it. I don't even like the word multicultural anymore, because it's a way to put the black people in the back and then push every other agenda in front of us. And that's why I said now it's like we have to look and see who's politicians that look like us but are not us, and they're making policy. I don't believe you should come from another country and make rules for Americans. I don't believe we should have foreigners that are voting or being making policy for black Americans.
Thank you so much, James. Hold on. Do anyone have a rebuttal for James?
I do. I do. NTL, I do. I'll be fast.
Okay.
I'm
I
Okay.
just
have
in agree.
I do
I have a
too.
rebuttal.
Wait a
I have a
minute.
I'll,
rebuttal
So
too.
NTL, Psalms, and then Glow. Okay, go ahead,
I'll
NTL.
be fast because I already said it in the comments. I'm just in agreement with him. Foreigners should not come to
Thank
this
you.
country, naturalize, and then go run for public office in any capacity, and then afterward shape policy to hinder and undermine the domestic and indigenous and native populace. You can't be a president if you naturalize. You shouldn't be a mayor either or anything. I'm done.
Okay, hold on. That was more of an agreement, I think. But chat, we got y'all first question of the night too. Get ready, chat. All right, chat. Y'all first question is, where are your family roots? Okay, who was that? Go ahead. I mean, James, did you want to respond? Because that really wasn't a rebuttal. Okay, so Guo, you want to go ahead?
Yes. From the preamble of this country, as it was set by the founding fathers, which were Europeans who existed a hypocritical life. At the same time, they were writing some of the most advanced legislation in writing the constitution of the country. So they set the game, they set the rules in play, and of course, they are the overseers. So if you're going to now go against the let's say naturalized citizen who comes here and he signs on to accept the game, play by the rules, right? As set by those founding fathers. So your direction of hate or anger or frustration can't be against the immigrant who is legally abiding by the rules and even the preamble that the founding fathers of this nation created, which included services and dealings from maritime,
Okay, land your plane, Guo.
from maritime commerce to domestic commerce. So I'll land it right there. Be
Okay.
very informed.
All right, go ahead, James. You want to respond to that? James, you want to unmute? All right.
Yes, yes.
Did you want to respond to Guo?
America was established by pirates, and they stole everything. So how do people that stole their land, stole a place, can put rules to benefit someone else? That's why, if we pay taxes, if America didn't want to pay a T tax, why would they write taxation to tax the people because there's no way to find? So at the same time, you say the reason why you come to America because your country is not good. And then you come to America, and the people that's been suffering that's been pushed to the back, that built this country, and has been fighting just to be civil. All we want to do is get what's owed to us. And y'all come and say, y'all think it's easy because y'all might have snuck on a banana boat or came over the other country, and you want to say we're African. Everybody's African if you're going to look at genealogy, because Chinese people are African, Japanese people are African, if you want to take it that. But why did Americans can be in this country for 500 years or more or longer, and we have to break it back to go to Africa, but you got Jews that are everywhere, and they don't have, is Jew as a country, or is it a place, or is it
No, I had some TikTok shop. James, can you land your plane?
I'm sure. Listen, I'm gonna say, listen.
I know, but you still got a couple of people you're gonna have to respond to. Can you say something for them?
Listen, all right, I got you. I'm sorry. I'm just passionate about I just think it's our time. It's our time. It's just our time, and everybody just sit back and just relax. Let's black people. Let's let us do our thing. That's it.
past our time. Go ahead,
Thank you,
Maroon. You
guys. I
wanted to
appreciate
say
it, though. I'm just passionate. I'm sorry.
no? It's all good. I feel you. Maroon, did you want to say something before we get to Psalms?
No, we go ahead because songs roll before me. I was
Okay.
trying to reply to Guo, but yeah, you get the
Okay.
songs
Okay.
first.
Well, we'll do Psalms, then you can reply to Grow.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead, Psalms. You ready?
Yes, ma'am. And
All right.
James, let's talk about that taxation that you were just talking about. We're not looking at, and we're not having a conversation about the individuals responsible for this situation. We're talking about the USA. We're talking about the United States of American government. This is who our levy is against. This is who our claim is against. I'm not trying to find an individual pirate who was involved in piracy. When we talk about our situation in this scenario with our claim against the United States of America, we're not talking about individual landowners and plantation workers and the overseers. We ain't talking about these individuals. We're talking about the collective, which became the United States of American government. That's who our claim is against. So when you talk about these individuals that did these individual things, I don't really care about any of that because it's 2020 finna be 30. We talking about the collective and our land.
Final say, James.
I listen. I think we arguing the same thing. I was just making that as a point. We're arguing the same thing. I believe we got to go against the United States government. I'm saying the same thing. I'm just using that as a point of where the origins of America. That's all I was saying. I'm not saying we have to find a common goal, and somebody has to pay black people. That's all I was saying.
All right.
Maroon, can we get a mod break, please? Our likes are really low.
Yeah, I could do a mod break because we got to get these taps up. But real quick before we do that mod break, I just wanted to say by Guo's logic, the founding fathers of Haiti are Napoleon, Spain, and which is Napoleon meaning France, by the way, Spain and the United Kingdom, Britain or whatever. All your colonizers are now your founding fathers. But I'll do a mod break real quick. All righty, family. So we got 155 people viewing this live right now. We got more people coming in, more people coming out. I'm gonna need y'all to tap that screen. We're at 28.5K taps. Y'all know how we do it over here. What's going on, family? I appreciate the taps, but let's get the weight up a little bit. Let's get the 50K taps by it's 11:21 right now in the good old state of Texas. Let's get there by 12 p.m. Central Standard Time for the tellers that don't know how to tell time. All right. Yeah, go ahead and get the 50K taps. And I appreciate all the support. You guys come here every day supporting our people. So I appreciate it. I appreciate the family. I love y'all. Y'all know we love Miss Love. She gave a very fair panel for us to go ahead and show people and the world, not just people, but the whole world, how these people feel about our people and our history here. That made a way for them to come here and try to act like they don't know why they're here. So appreciate y'all. Tap the screen. Now let's get back to the show, family.
Maroon, I had a rebuttal for James. If you don't mind, I haven't spoken in a minute because I think I
Okay.
heard
Let's
it.
ask Miss Loves first because Jeffo just got
You
here on
already
the
know it's
panel.
an automatic yes, man. You already know.
Oh
But go
yeah.
ahead,
Oh
Miss Love.
don't say that.
No,
No, we gonna nope. Now you since you gonna say it's
Miss
automatic.
Love, come on, man. I was, you know what I'm saying? This a little 1-2.
Go ahead, FBA Maroon. You said you wanted to say something.
Yeah, by Guo's logic, Spain, the French, and Britain are all the founding fathers of Haiti. And that's who runs y'all country. By that logic, that means Haiti's not a black nation. Because that's what the comparison he was trying to say about the way America is set up and the founding fathers and all this stuff. No, people were already here. There was already people on Haiti. According to Bookman. Huh?
Yeah, you're
Hold
right.
on.
Yes, he's right.
Hold on. I know I'm replying to Guo, not you, dog. I know where you stand with this, but yeah, by his logic and trying to remix our history and trying to make up facts that ain't true, that's not true. That's not true, Guo. So is Napoleon, the Queen, who else? Somebody over there in Spain. Are those your founding fathers?
You want me to rebuttal or?
Yeah, who's the founding fathers of Haiti? Is Haiti not an all-black nation?
Yes.
Who's the founding
Founding
fathers of Haiti?
our black founding fathers, with mix Toussaint Louverture, right? Jean-Jacques Dessalines, especially him, he holds high ranking, right? And quite a few others, all black, which took off that yoke by force. They spilled blood to remove that. Haiti did not exist prior to them coming together and decide they were going to destroy that system that was abusing our African forefathers that were unwillingly brought to this area as a replacement to the destroyed native indigenous Tiano Arawak. So we understand that. Unfortunately, we made mistakes being a young, just on the scene, black nation against a European dominated world system at the time. So did not get the necessary support and it's like a baby being born without a experienced parents to kind of guide it into a teenagehood and adulthood. We've suffered that. We have to admit that those are our demons that we have to fight with. But we're clear who our founding fathers are. We knew their policies. Dessalines declared it once they defeated the last of the enemy, Haiti being a black nation. It's in writing. It's recorded in history books.
Okay, land your
So we're
plane
not
because you just
confused.
rambling now. You didn't answer
No,
my
we're not
question at
confused.
all. You didn't answer. Hold on. We got to move on. And you didn't answer my question. So that's the point I
Okay.
wanted to make.
All right, hold on. Let me ask y'all, since I have a couple of people from the Haitian descent here, how would y'all like to participate in a live stream? In the prompt, the title and the topic will be Ask Haitians One Question. And people come up and ask y'all questions. I'll ask, if we can try our best to keep everything respectful. But y'all going through a lot right now. Would y'all participate in something like that? Jeff, oh yeah? Grow, would you? You would?
Definitely.
Okay, because we we already had asked Africans, asked Caribbeans. You missed that NTL. It was good. Both of them was good, actually.
It wasn't good. Yeah.
It
Anyway,
was
I'm
good.
gonna pray for y'all, bro.
I'm gonna be honest, Miss Love. I
I'm gonna
think the
pray for
first
y'all.
person, if you do a prompt like that, because Haitians love to center themselves. I'm gonna be real with you. The first person, I think within 10 minutes, they're gonna try to be cursing and all types of degeneracy. That's I'm gonna be honest. I don't think they can make it. I think the Haitians gonna crash out the whole live. That's just my opinion.
I think Jeffa will make it. He has the most decorum out of every Haitian that then came up on the panel.
Yeah, he's a troll. So, he loves to talk to black women. And I get it. I love talking to my sisters too. He want to be around the cookout. But yeah, he's a troll that loves to keep back trolling. That's how they act in Florida. All the
Well,
trolls.
Lindsay hung in there the whole time. Listen, I think I already got the prompt made. I just created it too. So we're going to see if we can get through these questions and then we're going to see. I told y'all it's going to be a live stream if we can do that too. So let's try to get through these questions because I got some questions. And I know a lot of other people, hell, some Haitians might come up here and have some questions today, to other Haitians too. I think it's going
It's,
to be lit.
it's going to be a lot of lies and a lot of flies. Miss
So
Love. I'm
just be
just letting
ready.
you know.
Just buckle up, whoever gonna be modding with that.
I
But
got all
just
my
buckle
ankle
up.
monitors ready to go.
just buckle up. Okay, let's get to Jeffo. Hey, Jeffo.
Love, hey panel, how's it going?
Hey, Jeffo. Jeffo is of Haitian American descent. I think that's his ethnicity or whatever. Okay, you ready for your question, Jeffo?
Yes.
Okay. You
Why
ready?
are Black Americans blamed?
Nope. I got a question for you. You ain't been listening.
Oh,
Hold
okay.
on.
I
All right.
thought you was planning on doing this. I didn't know you wanted to do it now.
Oh no, this ain't for y'all. We on a whole nother debate. We gonna try to get two in today. Two
Okay.
different debate topics. Okay. It is can someone claim another group's history because they share the same race?
Can someone claim another group history if they share the same race? I mean, technically,
No, because they share the same race.
no. We can't claim each other history, but we all from, the motherland. We can't claim the same history. That's facts. We can't. That's the question, Miss Love?
Yeah, you got 2 minutes though. You got anything else? Or you ready for your rebuttals?
No, I just said we cannot claim the same history, no, because we all come from different paths, different
Okay,
walks of life.
that's all you got to say though.
Hmm.
Okay, hold on, Jeffo. I saw Maroon roll his dice. Go ahead, Maroon.
Yeah, he only lives for the rebuttal, so I'll indulge him today. It's crazy that you keep claiming Florida, but yet that is one of the most indigenous homelands of foundational Black Americans, indigenous Black Americans, so on and so forth. Um, it's very interesting the disrespect that we get when we start talking about all these Black tribes that are still here to this very day and haven't been co-opted, especially the Seminoles. That was one of the WRs that almost bankrupt and forced a civil WAR on this land between the white T supremacists and their kin. So yeah, it's very interesting that you keep trying to claim we're all from Africa. But what I will say, especially in the Caribbean, they call it the West Indies for a reason. They didn't just come up with that name for no reason. And if the Caribbean had Black tribes, then why wouldn't America? Why wouldn't the United States? God just left indigenous people there, aboriginals there, and he didn't make any here. That doesn't make any sense. So no, we're not all from uh, uh, Ethiopia, which was considered Africa. Well, Africa was considered Ethiopia hundreds of years ago. But I'll land there.
Okay, hold on, Jeffo. Final say.
I
Wait,
mean,
Jeffo. James, do you have a rebuttal for Jeffo or something?
No, I would just want to add that, like, if you get
Oh,
back to
hold on. Okay. Go ahead, Jeffo.
I mean, I get what Maroon is saying or whatever. Like, this is an indigenous state, but hey, we just a small population here, man. If you visit South Florida, you will see, like, for the majority, all the indigenous places that I did know, the Cubans took over. So Hialeah is an indigenous name. Seminola was an indigenous area, but hey, us Haitians not there. Us Black immigrants not there. Those are Cubans. So that's why I be going with the thing like, why are the attacks on Black immigrants when the real problem should be Cubans?
Okay, Psalms, you have the rebuttal.
Brother?
Hey,
Yeah,
James,
I
I'm gonna
did.
rotate you down. Thank you for coming up. Go ahead, Psalms.
Yeah, I did. What he just said was very curious too, though. It's like, no, we have to be very meticulous, like how Maroon was even kind of trying to articulate the geography. When we look at the separation between what used to be called the Gulf of Mexico and what's now the Gulf of America, when we look at the Caribbean, see that separation between when it then goes into the Atlantic Ocean. When we look at how these different bodies of waters are separated, there's a reason people are called Caribbeans. The Caribbeans come out of the Caribbean Sea. They don't come out of the Gulf of Mexico or what used to be. They don't come out of the Atlantic. They're not called Atlanteans for a reason. They're called Caribbeans for a reason. And they can't keep claiming the mainland. They can't keep talking about Florida like they know about everything because they've been to Miami. Florida is a big piece of territory. And
Thank
that's
you.
all I wanted to share.
Thank you, oh damn. Okay, Jeffo, you want to
Yeah, so like, yeah, I mean, he has some valid points, but like I did stated, Miss Love, like, I get what Marone is saying. It's not just the Black immigrants, it's all immigrants, but Latinos are going to be the majority by 2040. So I think we have a bigger problem at hand, if we being honest. And if he do say I'm Latino, so whatever. So I don't think in South Florida, I don't believe Black immigrants are the problem. I believe it's the Cubans. They take over the politics. They own everything. They even took over all the FPL, the state electric contracts. So I think the problems are the Cubans, honestly.
Okay, was that all the rebuttals? I think so.
I just didn't want to keep going back and forth. Everybody already knows what's up. I know we had new people on, so I didn't want to just center Jeffo.
Okay. Psalms, not Psalms. Let me see. Um, Landry. Oh no, Jeffo gone. Okay, hold on. Okay, let's welcome Odam. Hey, Odam.
Hey sis, I missed y'all. I had to come back on my other page. My other page is in TikTok jail. I'm like, God damn. So I'm gonna need to raise some bail money to get out of TikTok jail.
Oh
Shout out
Lord.
to YouTube. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to you, sis. How's everything?
Everything is awesome. Awesome, awesome. We run in the old format. Okay, so all right. Okay, hold on. So Dodis, hi. Dodis, you wanna unmute? Dodis.
Okay, there it go. Hello.
Oh, okay.
How
Hey,
you
what's your
doing, Miss
ethnicity?
Love's World? I'm
I'm doing good.
foundational. Yep, I'm foundational Black American. Um, thank God. I mean, it is really good to be foundational Black American in these days. I'm telling you, this is a beautiful time. We're living in a biblical time. This here
Thank you,
question.
Sasha.
Hmm?
Thank you. Oh, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
thank you, Sasha. Yep. I see you. That's what's up. Yeah, this is a biblical time. We're blamed. Listen,
Hold on.
these
You ready for
Caribbean.
your question?
Hmm.
I have a question for you. You ready for it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What makes an ethnic group distinct?
I would have to boil that down to their relationship, be it physical, like DNA, and cultural, um the experience that we go through, our ancestors. I mean, the disrespect that they keep showing our ancestors. But yeah, I'll say our ancestors is what makes an ethnicity, because that's what they disrespecting the most is our ancestors, and it's pissing us off, and we ain't nailing it all the way. We just dealing with they superficial level of the actual things that they talking about, but they don't realize. No, they do. We just ain't addressing it. They keep disrespecting our ancestors, and we got the greatest ancestors on this planet. We invented everything. These 400 years. I'm sorry, I'm getting emotional. Let me calm down.
You go ahead. Let it out. You got a minute left.
Yeah, oh no, I'm manning up. I just like to be a diplomat as much as I can. Yeah, so yeah, our ancestors, yeah, that's what makes an ethnicity. Your ancestors.
Is
Can I
that all
just
you wanted
add
to
that
say?
our history is what makes our ethnicity distinct?
Yeah, the history of our ancestors.
Okay. Um, thank you, Dodis.
Dottis.
Dodis. Oh, okay. I'm
All right,
sorry.
thank you for letting me up. Love
Hold on,
y'all.
no, hold on. Anybody have any rebuttals? Okay, thank you.
Miss
Landry,
Love,
go ahead.
I have a little rebuttal, and I'm gonna drop so other people can come up, man. Lord,
Okay, go ahead.
daughters, man, definitely, bro. I could feel it. You know what I mean. The passion behind your words, man. Definitely for sure, bro. All I'm just gonna say, bro, is I'm gonna encourage you, bro. Continue fighting your fight, man. But definitely make sure you know who your target is, bro. It's all I'm gonna say, because like hearing you, man, talk and get like emotional while you're speaking, man, it really reminds me that this is serious, man. Like, I know this is TikTok. I come on here, I laugh, I joke, I troll, I do whatever it is, but this is really like real life for some black people out here, bro, that really take this seriously,
Thank
bro.
you.
So to kind of hear a man kind of speak with that type of passion and emotion behind what they're saying, I'm encouraging you, bro. Continue fighting your fight, bro. But if I could just put a little something there, it's just, bro, just make sure you know your true target, and,
Thank
and who
y'all.
your real enemy is. But Miss Love, I'm gonna drop, man. I'm gonna drop and let other people come up. Thank you.
Are you welcome? Thank you, Landry. Thank y'all. Shout out to all the gifters. Y'all showing out today. I really appreciate every single cent, every single penny. Me and the mods do. I'm sure all the panelists do. Anybody who get a goddamn penny, I'm sure they should appreciate it. I know I appreciate mine. So thank y'all so much.
I do too. I appreciate y'all, the support, the messages, the chats. I love the audience. Shout out to y'all, and thank you for giving me a platform to come on here.
Oh, you welcome. Oh damn. Oh damn. Oh damn. Okay, y'all. Y'all want to have a group discussion, an open panel?
Yeah, I wanted to
Landry showing
address
out, Miss
something.
Love. Sorry, oh
Today's
damn.
payday. Thank you, Landry.
Oh,
Okay.
hey.
Okay.
Landry, you
About to,
ain't gotta show
we about to
off.
feed y'all village. Shout out to
Yeah.
Landry.
You better support the Black American.
I know that's right. Now that's how you support black business. Shout out to
Yes.
Landry.
Shout out to all the black live streamers. You know, shout out to all the black live streamers and they supporters. Cause we take all change. um
Sis, I wanted to address something real quick that Landry said, and thank you, Landry, for the gifts. I don't think what they're understanding, immigrants keep saying that they're not the problem. When we come here, we just work, we do this. The problem is when y'all come here, you work and form sub communities. You'll form a little Chinatown. In Florida, they have, well, it's not by me, but they have like a little Haiti and a little Cuba town. When you guys form these subdivisions, you're not hiring Black Americans.
thank
When
you.
you guys do these subdivisions, you're not selling houses to Black American. You're trying to sell it to whatever your culture is to get more people in there. So you literally come into our communities and set up shop and exclude us. Those are facts.
I would have to agree. I would
I
definitely have to agree, and that's
I agree.
that's an issue too. You know, and some of them don't. They come in our communities and open up shop and set up shop, as Odam said, and they don't even like us. They think we criminals. They think we ain't worth nothing. You know what I mean? Like, I'm glad we waking up. But okay, let's get to
I
Lineage
was just.
Lab.
Oh, go ahead.
Hey, Lineage Lab. Thank y'all for the gifts. Thank you so
Oh,
much.
they showing out for you today.
I know.
Today, shout out to the Black family. And
Shout out to
thanks for
people who
showing me
came over
love to
here for.
love.
Thank you, Odam. Let me know if y'all came from YouTube. If anybody came from YouTube, let me know. Um, Lineage Lab. Hey, I'm sorry. Thank you, Jeffo.
Thank you, Jeff. Oh, man, look, the love is real. I keep telling y'all.
Man, it's gonna rain today. Something ain't right because I ain't never made $30 on TikTok.
That's what I'm
Hey,
saying.
I'm telling you, people been inboxing me. Maybe it's us getting back on, getting back to the more structured panels.
That's what I'm
Yep.
saying. And the thing is, love, let me tell y'all something. Going live, I've learned myself. Can I just say something real quick, love? I'm
Uh-huh.
not speaking on your behalf, but going live is not easy, y'all. What love has to go through, the amount of criticism, the inboxes, the messages, how to be fair, how to do this. When you're going live, it's really intense, y'all. You're dealing with the chat, you're dealing with the panel, you're trying to deal with the audience. It's not easy. Trust me, it's not easy. And then after the lives end, the amount of criticism. So for love to still get up every day, dust her shoulders off, work on her YouTube and come to live, she's a true soldier. And we appreciate you, sis. So
Thank you,
shout out to
Odam.
everybody.
Yeah. Big up
Yeah, we
yourself.
appreciate you.
Big
We
up
appreciate you, Miss
yourself.
Love.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all. Y'all help me. Hey, big up yourself, as they say in Jamaica.
Wait, how'd you know how to say that? No,
Look, because the girl Jaden, I
I'm
met her.
joking.
No, the girl Jaden, she Jamaican, and when we had that Caribbeans ask Caribbeans a question, I met a lot of Jamaicans. We had that panel. I forgot. So you was there, wasn't you? So I don't know. Yeah, Soul was there on the ask
Yes, ma'am. I
Caribbean.
was there. Hmm.
Yeah, and
It's
we had a
amazing
lot
because
of Jamaicans come
Caribbeans and
up.
Africans, they're very xenophobic. And they
Huh?
come to this country and they keep their xenophobia. And what they do is they only associate, and you see them get a job somewhere, they're only going to hire their people. I remember years ago in Atlanta, there was a toll thing. And all of a sudden, it was only one ethnic group, and it was only fucking Jamaicans. I mean,
Brother, you good? Lineage Lab.
I was thinking to myself, I was like, I ain't never said somebody was xenophobic to me. Like, I don't know what that means. That's what a lot of immigrants say. Immigrants always talk about xenophobia, but I don't think my people can claim that.
No,
I
we
don't
can't.
know. Yeah, that's what
It-
I was thinking. Like, I don't
yeah.
think we can claim that word.
You're not African. That's why.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I get it, but he put that out there like we understand.
Tea
Oh,
time.
hold,
Going
hold,
once, going
hold on.
twice.
Right, yeah. What
He's
just happened here? I guess he said F what I was talking about. I forgot what I was talking about. That was
You
rude.
were talking about the Caribbean live and how you
Oh
met a
yeah, the
bunch of
Caribbean
Jamaicans and how
live.
they explain stuff to you. Yeah.
Exactly. So the girl Jaden, that's where I be seeing her around, and she came in here the other day, and she was like, "Hey, Love's World, pick up yourself." So that's what made me think about that. Okay, we can move on. I guess we can have an open panel, or y'all want to continue down with the questions? Just redo the questions. Yeah, that'd be best, so we can keep it moving. Oh damn, did you want to question FBA Maroon Soul? Did y'all want to question? Any of y'all want a question?
Yeah, I have a question because I've been doing my little lives lately where I'm coming for the Latinos. Y'all know how I feel about them. And you know what I've noticed? I don't know if anyone's heard.
Mm-hmm.
Haitians now say that they're Latinos. They consider themselves Latinos, and they are part of the Latino diaspora. I never heard that. Did you ever hear that, sis, or so?
Yes,
Not
I heard
yet.
it. They're Dominican.
I mean, I heard people tell them that, but
Can
I
I
have
rebuttal?
never. I haven't. Hold on, Jeffo. I haven't actually heard one tell me that, but I have heard them being accused of that. But I haven't yet.
Yeah, they say now when they were on my live, they were saying that they are Latinos, and they would consider they'll say they're Latinos more, but the Latino community doesn't accept them. So I was wondering, do the Latinos and the Haitians have some type of identity crisis? Because I've never heard this.
Jeffo.
I never claimed to be Latino. The first time I actually heard about it was when Maroon told me I'm a Latino. I always tell you guys, my great great grandparents came from Benin. I am African descent.
Yeah. Oh damn, that's what Jeffo always said. He Haitian, Benin, whatever. We went through his lineage
Oh,
question.
one more thing, Miss Love, right?
Yeah.
Another thing I was saying too, like the top three richest guys in Florida are Cubans too, by the way.
They got more money than the small hat.
Jeff Bezos is Cuban. Yes, he do.
Oh, Jeff Bezos live in Miami.
Yep, right here on Indian
Oh,
Creek.
Having a house in Florida and living in Florida are two different things. LeBron James has a house in Miami. Rick
My
Ross,
God.
DJ Khaled. Are these people? Man, come on,
He
Jeffo. You got to
lives
come with
here.
better
You can
arguments
look
than
it
that.
up. Miss Love, you can look it up. I'm not gonna
Okay,
argue
well,
with a
back
guy
to
that's
the
not here.
Haitians being Latinos, Jeffo. You know, you called yourself a Latino
I
before you
never
heard
did
that
until
from
you
me.
told me that. I
Well,
never did. I don't.
okay. Well, I'm
I
glad I
still
could
don't claim
educate
it.
a Haitian because y'all not getting good enough education over there in Haiti, obviously. So over here in the United States, you guys know you call yourselves Latino. You call yourselves Latino on paper. And furthermore, in Florida, the Chinese will hire a Haitian to work in the back of them Chinese restaurants because they don't have the Mexicans like over here in Texas to do it. So they'll get one of y'all willing participants, willing buffer class to go over here and work the I'm trying to use YouTube friendly language, the pissy jobs in order for y'all to make sure that we don't get it. So let's put it all in clarity, just like the
Why
hotel
would you want a
business,
pissy job though?
because this is what we worked for
okay. Let's get
500
back.
plus years.
Yeah, come on, y'all. Because this going on. I don't want it to go, down all over the
No, it
place.
ain't that. I'm just, come on. He
No,
got it.
I understand what you're saying. I'm just saying
Yeah.
y'all can stay here forever because he
Hey,
ain't
yo,
gonna
love.
stop and you ain't gonna stop.
Hey, love. If I can
And
say
you're gonna
something
have to
about
just
that
leave him.
Latino. I'm
No,
sorry.
no, no. Let's just go ahead to the next person and maybe Maroon.
Answer
Maybe.
the question because I ain't answered the
Yeah.
question yet.
Okay. Thank you, Maroon. Please. That's a good reset. Okay. I think that's a great reset. Okay, Maroon. Should the
Yes,
history
ma'am.
of descendants of enslaved Black Americans be taught separately from broader African diaspora history?
Repeat it one more time. My bad. I
I
was sitting
know.
here doing
Let me
something.
know. I don't know. I'm trying to make it make sense too. Should the history of descendants of enslaved Black Americans be taught separately from broader African diaspora history?
Well, my thing is that we don't have a diaspora with them. But if we're going off of, what these people have been trying to push for a while, I don't know. I feel like the whole world already studies us with a microscope. So I feel like I think they're already studying. I know they study our history. I'm not going to say I think or I feel. I know they study our history. Um, their school system is different than ours, right? And their schools look very, and I'm not being degraded when I say this, but they look dilapidated. If you Google African schools, it looks nothing like what we have over here, what we grew up in elementary school. Should they learn it to learn about the history of being a fighter and fighting back? Yes. Should they learn about how to create stuff so then you create a great society? Yes. So then you have a a first world country? Yes. They should learn it in that sense. But as far as trying to copy verbatim like our ancestral family trees and all about trying to become us, that's where I kind of draw the line. I don't want anybody feeling like they can be an indigenous Black American, but I feel like I think I think them learning it could give them some kind of respect for us. But I don't know. It's just weird because it's like wherever we go, we're celebrities, right? You go to any country as a foundational Black American, you're a celebrity. That's why they claim to be us in different countries, right? Because they know that respect. So I think they don't really care to understand and have respect for us. So that's a very interesting question. That's a very interesting question. Not just Africans. I feel like South Americans, Asians, every foreigner studies us with a microscope. So it's very interesting. Very interesting question.
Miss Love, I just wanted to add, even with them learning the little that they have learned about us, it's still no respect. So I don't think that they should be learning anything about us. And I think history should be taught by foundational Black Americans, people with lineage in America. It shouldn't be taught by immigrant in our land.
Okay. Um,
I
all right,
would.
get to the new person. Hold on, Psalms. Oh, she dropped. Okay, Psalms, you ready for your question? And then you can put in there with your answer whatever you thinking you want to say right now. So
Yes,
we
ma'am.
can
Go
get
ahead.
through these questions. Okay. How important is ancestry when discussing cultural identity?
I would say that's the roots of describing your cultural history. If you don't understand your ancestry, then that means you're talking about a contemporary history. You're talking about something that's in the new. You're talking about something that could potentially be what we call today trending. So, like, if you're talking about your culture and you're not talking about your ancestors, I would have to argue you ain't really talking about culture. You're just talking about today. That's how I would answer that question. And with my remaining time to what
You
Maroon
can
was just
talk
saying,
about what you want to talk about.
no, I was just gonna go to because I had a rebuttal to what Maroon was saying about how the history should be taught. I don't think the history is taught. I think our history is taught from the '60s, and that's it. That's why they have a problem with understanding that there were melanated people in the Americas before Columbus. There's an issue with that because no, our history isn't taught. So no, that question that you had, I think that our history should be mandated as global. Everybody should know more than Tupac. Everyone should know more than MLK. Everyone should know more than the civil rights movement. I mean, no one knows about our involvement in the continental conflict. No one knows about anything about us for real, for real. I mean, I listen to some of these conversations, and our people be trying to share history of their family members, and no one wants. They don't even care. So it's I think our history should be mandated, like mandated globally, not just here domestically, but like globally, because globally our history seems to be being disrespected and dismissed. So no, I don't want to just talk about the '60s anymore. That's all I'm saying. Because that's what I want to say to Maroon. Land on that. Boom.
All right. Anybody have any rebuttals to what Psalm said?
Could I clarify?
Yeah, nobody got no rebuttal. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, my thing is like if y'all go to Asia, right? If y'all go to Africa, y'all go to all these different places, you will see them copying our culture, not just from the 60s and stuff. You're going to see them copy everything. Over there in, what was it, Korea or something like that? They just literally had it was like a soy sauce marching 100. I mean, it was just craziness. They just took our whole band structure and copied it. That's not just from back in the day in the 1800s, that's from present day. And even though they can't do it the same as us, even when it comes to hip hop in the Olympics, I mean, these people copy everything we do. They know that there's indigenous black people to this land. The whole world has always known because everywhere else in the world, there's indigenous, heavily melanated people on every single land. So they know. It's just when they come to us, they just play dumb, brother. I'm be real with you. They just come to us playing dumb. And that's what aggravates me so much is like, stop with the dumbness. Y'all don't talk like this in real life. But I'm gonna land there because I know Soul she got a burning desire, y'all.
Yes, sir. I had a why you look just piggybacking off of you, Maroon. You got people in the UK trying to create HBCUs, and we all know where HBCUs started. So yeah, they all know about us, but it's not being told in the correct way.
That's what I was trying to say, is they don't teach it the correct way. It's foreigners teaching foreigners. Like the dude trying to teach Black American vernacular. Like, as soon as they get here, okay, all right, family, you got to say yo. You got to say yo with a deep, like, what was the one actor we just had to get on talking about some submissive, subservient? What? Like, how dare you? Like, you go from Africa calling us subservient? Are you serious?
No, I heard the clarification. I heard your clarifications. No, I hear you. I land there. I heard the
Yeah, no,
clarification.
I get what you're saying too, though. I understand. I understand what you
Okay.
mean.
I get okay.
All right, y'all. Okay, let's get to Dotus. Doughtas. Dutus.
Yep. Dotis. Yeah.
Dotus. Oh, okay, Dotus.
Miss Love. I'm sorry, Miss Love.
Okay, yeah. So we going to our next segment, and it's immigration and integration. Listen, chat. If anybody want to come up and join, please come up. Okay. Should immigrants maintain their national identity after becoming U.S. citizens, or adopt a broader American identity?
Oh, the latter. Absolutely. Be who you are. Please stop trying to act like you us. Hold on. This is the thing. I heard somebody say it was on your live too. I was just listening. They said, well, if you're Black American and you're African American, then what am I? It was a foundational Black American asking that question. So what am I? And then you'd be like, bro, you Black American and African American. And I'd be like, well, what are you? It'd be like, I'm Nigerian. Oh man, come on now. Well, just claim that. Keep claiming that. Stop claiming us now. We told y'all when y'all first came. Actually, it was not us. It was my parents. My parents asked the United States government, well, demanded that the United States government allow Black immigrants to come over because they saw white immigrants coming over, increasing the populations of whites. And America, since its foundation, has been black and white, unless you want to count the Siberians. Whole nother topic. And so then they let them come over, and they actually, it was almost like they jumped in. They were anxious to jump in front of us. I'm talking about the Caribbeans. I'm talking about the diaspora, the transatlantic slave trade, the whole diaspora. I said it right the first time. Then they jump in front of us, and now here, since that 2024 election, and they seeing like, hey, bro, we tried to tell y'all in the beginning, hey, y'all Black. And they said, no, we're not Black. I'm Dominican. I'm Puerto Rican. I'm Nigerian. They said it all. Jamaican, everything. And now they want to turn around to us and fight at us Now that the problem that we've been fighting for all these
All
centuries.
right, land your plane.
Okay, I'm gonna land it. That's good.
All
Sorry
right.
about that. I
No,
will
it's
go.
okay. It's okay. Anybody have any rebuttals? Anybody have any rebuttals?
Yes, ma'am. Miss Love,
Okay.
I have a question for you. Am I wrong? Like anybody who migrate here, they can be who they want, right? And they can do what they want. And that's how it's been these past few years.
Yeah, that's what. But we should have put "except us" on there.
Right.
I'm glad you said. You know what? That's a great point. Why is it that Black Americans were getting attacked all the time for the past 60 plus years for if we tried to claim anything else? You had what was it, some liquor or something like that what was it, Michael B. Jordan I think was trying to do from Trinidad, and
Right.
then they in Louisiana had the Mardi Gras parade with the Zulu war. Whenever we tried to claim something, Oprah even tried to claim to be Zulu. We try to claim something else, we get attacked. But when these people try to claim to be something, the Democratic Party is willing to give them an anti-HAT crime bill as soon as they want to try to be Americans. Why is that? That's crazy.
All right, I got
All
a
right.
question. I got a
Hold on, English. Hold on. Hold on. You got a rebuttal, English,
from
for
what they said.
for daughters. You got a
Yeah,
rebuttal for daughters. Go ahead.
yes. So when you say that when black immigrants were coming to United States, you were telling them you all are black, stuff like that. I never heard of that, but I'm gonna ask you this question. When you fill out any application for a job, or let's say, for example, government official like ID, what do you think black immigrants were checking on the boxes?
I would hope other,
Why?
because
What
you're an
What
other, you're an immigrant.
what
But
does
it's hold
other
on,
mean?
y'all. Hold on. It's Douglas' turn.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was struggling getting off of
He's
mute.
doing
Um,
Douglas.
yeah,
This is the rebuttal
yeah.
for Douglas.
I would expect for you to check other, but that's not what I was saying. I wasn't talking about what you mark on your paper. I was talking about who you are. I thought the question was about who you are. You should be you. You should not try to be us.
Nobody tries to be
And
you.
you shouldn't mark it on the paper.
Okay, nobody tries to be you. What I'm trying to ask you is that on those applications, even governmental forms, it has,
Other.
listen,
Other.
listen to me, listen to me. If it was others, why do you think that they put black or African American?
Because we've been categorized several different times. Black was one of them. You're
So,
not so you saying you would mark Negro if we still had Negro on it? You're not a Negro.
so you're telling me that actually there are two people categorized as black or African American, and it is who?
That's indigenous black people and people that were a part of the transatlantic slave trade that was mixed with the indigenous people that was recategorized and enslaved. You don't get it? How are you people smart and you don't understand that?
I'm asking you because you're smart to
Oh, I'm
understand.
telling you. I'm
So
telling you,
you're
bro.
telling me the government actually put that box of black or African American for to
Yeah, some
describe.
of us are
Listen,
not.
listen to the
Some of
question.
us are. Listen,
Since you're
listen.
smart,
Some of
listen.
us does not. Look, some of us do not Listen, pretty much none of us claim African American, bro. That's another recategorization. They recategorized us again. We never agreed to that. You don't understand how our country works, bro. And that's why y'all be running y'all mouths and
Is
saying some of the dumbest shit to us that we hear because y'all just don't understand. You need to look at our history, dog, and
you
you would not be asking these dumb questions.
so you see that's one of the things that you're confusing yourself actually, and you're saying that you've been telling black people you are black, and the checkbox actually
No, we were
says,
saying, no, we
listen,
were saying, bro, you're not
listen.
white. You're not white adjacent. You think these people think you're a model minority or that they like you more than us. Like, bruh, I'm telling you, dude, they do not like you as much as they won't
Okay,
deal
you're
with you as
shifting
much
the
as they will deal with the Asians,
you're
is
shifting to
what
something
we were
totally
trying to
different.
say.
All right.
Not like you're us, literally us. You're not us. We were just letting you know, bro, because of your skin color, because our history is black and white. We were telling you because of your skin color, bro, you're not even an Asian or a
Okay.
Mexican.
So you're telling me if black immigrants comes to United States and they see the checkbox of job application, government, federal forms, everything, and it says black or African American, they don't know they're Africans or they're black. That's what you're telling me. You know you're indigenous, but you're telling me the original people who coming from
That's
Africa,
why
they
that's why
don't
we're
know how to
delineating. Listen,
listen to the
That's why
question.
we're delineating so we can end that.
Yeah,
That's why
you
we're going to be foundational black Americans.
all right.
So we can end the confusion so people like you won't
Can
be
I say something?
confused anymore.
Okay,
You should
so
support that.
you are
You
you
should support that,
working.
bro.
Okay,
You should
so
support clarity.
can we agree? People who come from Africa, they know they're black and they know they're African, and the only
You're
checkbox
not
over there
black.
it says
You're not
black
black in
or
Africa. So how are you
what you
black when
talking
you come
about?
here? You're not black in Africa. Everybody over there is our skin complexion. You're not black.
Dotis, he know that's identity theft, and he know it benefits them to check that black/African American box. They do it
So
Can I say
purposely.
something? Can I say
Period.
something?
Period. I'm out. I
no, no,
land
no,
my
don't
plane.
be out. I have one last
No,
question.
hold
No.
on. No, yeah, Miss Law, did you want to get back to the questions and stuff
Yes.
since clinch?
Yes.
Yeah,
That was a little, we're gonna have little rumbles throughout the show. It'd be like that.
it was a teachable
Unexpected,
moment.
yes, unexpected dialogues, you know. Okay, so well, go ahead and ask your question you wanted to ask. You ready for your here, it's your turn actually, Grow.
Okay.
We are on a new segment and it's immigration and integration. Should immigrants maintain their national identity after becoming U.S. citizens or adopt a broader American identity?
I think immigrants should keep their cultural identity, but in the national identity, they're going to have to merge it with their new loyalty as pledge in becoming citizens. So that means they're going to have to adopt, understand the culture and its hierarchies, but their cultural identity they can keep. I think that's important. It's a distinction, just like fingerprints. I agree that the delineation process is to really single out and really distinguish between the foundational or indigenous. But I think legislation should be in place because you need to lobby. So why not lobby the immigrants or us immigrants who are citizens, naturalized, and can vote? Lobbyists and lobbying someone, you don't agitate division and hate. You almost don't have to court somebody like you're courting a mate. So I just don't see that process being disseminated properly amongst the indigenous. But yes, I just think that once we become a pledge to any particular nation, doesn't matter what it is, you become a citizen of a nation, you're going to have to forego their ethnic identity somewhat and become that particular group that you've assigned yourself to. But you can still keep your cultural identity. It's a plus. It's a bonus. There's nothing wrong with that. And I land right there.
Okay.
I won't be long.
Okay. Go ahead, so, and then Maroon roll his dice. Go ahead, so.
I just wanted to tell him if I move to Italy, I can't become Italian. If I move to China, I can't become Chinese. You have to be who you are, man. Y'all know what's up. Y'all doing this on purpose and it's pissing us off in our land.
I agree, sis. I agree, and that's why I go so hard. That's why I've been on a mission these past couple months to make sure and inform the family that these people know better. They vote against us. They vote against all our best interests. They vote against their own best interests. Most of them voted for Trump. Let's not forget that. And a lot of the ones who illegally voted, which is why they wanted a recount of the votes, they also voted for Trump with they stupid selves. I had multiple Venezuelans telling me to vote for Trump. These people are fools. They will literally bring on their own demise. A lot of Haitians voted for Trump because they are tired of the other Haitians coming over here making it look bad for them. So yes, growing up in Florida, it will teach you a lot. These people want us to believe that they don't know better. But for the past 60 years, you all told us and made it very clear. You drew a clear line in the sand saying, you are not African. I remember this. You are not Caribbean. We've heard you. You're not Latino. We've heard you. We've heard all the complaints. So we went to the table as a family. Some people came up with multiple terms. And now we have multiple identifiers for ourselves. So we don't even just have one. It's all types of the identifiers that we can go off now. Now, as far as lobbying immigrants, why would I lobby somebody who brought the president of Ghana over here to desecrate our ancestors' sacred ground? That doesn't make any sense. I would never lobby an immigrant. I'll lobby a fully foundational Black American. That's what I'll lobby. I'll lobby my own people because we're the majority in this homeland. We're the largest and oldest ethnic group on this land. And Miss Love, I actually got to go. I got to run some errands today, so I'll be back later. Clinch, please keep those lips together if you're not addressed. Thank you, sir. And I love the decorum family.
Yes, son. Call me your papa.
Thank
All
you,
right, I'll see
Maroon.
you.
No,
See
I'll call you whatever this is
I'm
right
your
here. I'll
papa.
call you this. That's about it.
you.
I'll
You've
call you
been
whatever
addicted.
this is
You've
right
been
here. You see
addicted to
this?
me and obsessed.
That's why you covering that
That's called
forehead.
obsession.
All right, I'm out. I ain't gonna lower the decorum, Miss
All
Love.
right.
I ain't gonna do that.
Have a nice day, man.
Yeah.
All right, y'all.
Anyways, all right, peace.
I'm your
Okay.
papa.
All right, we can have an open discussion. How did anyone have anything to say about anything they heard here? Okay.
Yes, I have one question.
Huh?
All right. There's schools, colleges, university, best schools in the United States, one country that holds a lot of, based on the world, best education. They speak good English, they understand, and I'm assuming everybody here, they can comprehend. So, all of you, to this question applies to all of you. When you went to school and you had to learn about Black people, in which continent around the world, not in one country, around the world, are the Black people coming from? Be honest with the panel. Talk as if you went to school.
Okay, well let me speak
First of
because I
all,
don't
don't
think you
tell us how to talk. We'll talk like if we never been to school a day in the life, whatever words come out our mouth, that's how we gonna talk. Don't tell us to talk like we've been to school.
Assume you're educating people around the
Oh, so
world.
you come up here. You think how long you think this gonna last? No need to be rude, because we all can get rude.
What were you taught in school?
To
Black
kick
people.
ass, to kick
And see,
ass.
that's the problem. That's the problem right there. That's the problem. They've only been taught by white people. Let me say this.
What were you taught?
You
Hold
with
on,
the black
listen,
people.
listen, listen, sir. Listen. Um, I'll say this. The baby boomers, they made them, I feel like they made a huge mistake when they no, let me first say I don't blame them for lobbying for you people to come over here first because it was
You're
a
not
black and white
answering my question. It's
society.
not about
Listen, no, I
problem.
promise you, I'm answering your question if you just listen. They lobbied for you people to come over here to get the education that we got over here. Where I thought I don't blame them for that part because it was a black and white society and they were building up on white people and the baby boomers like, hey, we need to build our numbers up too and lobby for that. Okay. However, where I do fault my baby boomers at is that they forced our kids to be taught by these white people. And that's the same education that you got.
Okay,
However, we have still our ancestral education
what
that
is
you
the
don't
age?
have.
What is the question I
Like
asked?
you think Thomas Edison invented the light bulb. You don't know Lewis Latimer did.
So you see, you're
We know
switching
that.
something that I. Okay, did you hear my question?
I absolutely did.
I heard your question, but let me just say one thing though. This English, each state in the United States are taught a different curriculum, right? We didn't learn about the Caribbean like we know today. We were only taught about African, but basically we were just taught about our history and how we fought and how the white tea man came and colonized. That was it. History was it was very short. We wasn't taught about all the things that we know today.
Okay, so to the best
Correct.
of your
Absolutely.
knowledge and to the best of your ability, where are the black people around the world coming from?
Black
We
people
were
been
already
around the world,
here.
bro,
Where they
way
coming
I
before the
from?
listen to
United
the
States. Bro,
question.
Right.
there's black aboriginals in Australia. There's been black people, if you want to say black. When I'm saying black, I'm talking about melanated. When you say, see, you have to separate melanated from black. When you're saying black, man, you're coming to a distinct situation that happened in these here United States of America. That's a title distinct
All
to the
right, let me
United
let me
States
ask
of
you. Let
America,
me
man.
maybe that was a hard question. You're skipping a lot. All right, where are the Arabs coming from around the world?
Arabia?
See the way
Damn,
you jump
dude.
so fast? Thank you. Where are the black people coming from around the
We've
All
been
right, y'all.
world?
Let's
all
get back
around
to
the
these
world,
questions.
bro. You don't
If
Miss
you
understand,
Love.
man.
hold on,
Listen,
yeah,
before
hey, so
Miss Love,
we
can
we
well, wait, Miss Love. What do
mhm.
they teach them about Black Americans in Africa? That's the real question. What do you know about Black Americans? And what you was
No,
taught
no,
is
no, no.
probably why you over here today.
Yeah,
No.
great
we
question.
gotta move on. We gotta move on from this. Hey, Three Love, how you doing?
Hey, love. I'm great. How are you?
I'm fine. What's your ethnicity?
I'm black. I'm born here in America.
Okay. Let me ask you. You ready for your question?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Can someone identify as both Haitian American or Nigerian American, Jamaican American, etc., and Black American? Why or why not?
No, no. That's actually contradicting. One side of what you're claiming. You can't be both. You can't be of this land and that land because honestly, it comes down to cultural cultural development and just knowing about the land. These people, they can come over here, they can migrate over here, check them boxes. I'm black, I'm black, I'm black. They know nothing of the ancestral knowledge that we have that came from having ancestors and living over here for generations. They know nothing of this land. They don't know like certain plants that we use from way back when that'll help with certain ailments. They know nothing of it. They only know what they've been taught or what the YT people has told them.
So no, there's always gonna be like a conflict within their own identity. We've seen it time and time again. So I know I don't believe that at all. But that's because history has proved it.
Okay, anybody have a rebuttal for Three Love?
She sound a little bit smart. Can I ask her a question?
Do you have a rebuttal?
Yes, on that statement she made. Um, so it's just a simple question. Where are the white tea people coming from? Love fruit
As far as what, that's a
around the
very general.
world.
How is that a rebuttal to
What that
her
has to
her
right? What
argument?
that has to do with anything I just said?
I could answer him.
Don't
They come from
deflect.
Ellis Island. They come from the Mayflower. They
What?
incubator babies. We were here before the white tea people came and colonized. Do your
Oh,
history and research.
what? Where are the Chinese coming from?
None of your business. Hold on.
We talking about us. Don't deflect. You want to go around the world? Let's talk about what we're talking about. The main topic. What does Chinese have to do with why are Black Americans blamed for everything, while others claim our history? Tell me.
Calling yourself black if you know where they're coming from is Africa. Let's go straight to the question now. Why you
What
claiming yourself black?
Chinese? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Why you claiming yourself black when you know actually black people around the world they're coming from Africa? Why you claiming yourself black in America?
Because I have nothing to
All right.
identify with Africa. You,
And
I
we
don't.
have to move on because your
You have
question,
something to identify with
no,
Africa. Is that
What?
black?
no,
What is it? What is it?
it's
Okay.
nothing.
Miss Love, can I just say that all Africans came from Europe?
Yes, ma'am. I know. We have. As I mean, I know we've occupied all lands, but he's trying to go back to the beginning of time. Okay, we know that we've occupied every land space that's here, but as far as like me going over to Africa, nobody's there. There's no village, no hut that's gonna be like, we've been waiting for you. No, he's just trying to deflect. It's crazy, and they just want to come over here after we've done all the hard work and reap the benefits, which the thing is, they can go home. They've been over here long enough. They can go home, build it up, come back, and we can do business and congregate together. But they don't want to do that. Do we have to go? They want us to go to their land space and build it up, and then they'll go back home. I guarantee it.
Okay, thank you. So Guo and NTL, I'm gonna rotate y'all down. We got new people in the queue.
Yeah, oh, no problem.
Thank y'all. Thank you. Y'all can always come back.
No
All
problem.
right. All right. Hold on, Labamba. Labamba, what's your ethnicity?
I'm black from Africa.
Okay, what
I shouldn't even say I'm black. I'm from Africa,
okay, what country though?
Senegal.
Oh, Senegal. Okay, hold on. Are you in the United States of America?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, well you'll probably be able to participate. All right. What is that? X Amaru, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, okay, you gotta mute up. Can you mute your mic, please, sir? I'll be with you as soon as possible.
I'm sorry, I didn't.
That's okay. All right. You ready, Labamba?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
All right. Should nationality and ethnicity always be distinguished in public discussions?
I mean, it depends on for what purpose. It just depends on for what purpose. Because between you and I, we're talking amicably. I can disclose that. There's no problem. It just depends on the purpose of it.
Okay, so distinguishing, like, say if say if somebody broke into somebody's house and they both melanated people, should I be able to say I think that was somebody from Senegal, or should I just
I
say,
think
oh, they was black?
when you say I think, that means you don't know. So it's not evidence.
Well, with okay,
Somebody,
well, you know,
somebody.
we here in the U.S. are very descriptive people, so some people probably think some people probably
Yeah,
describe someone as
I know where you're going.
other African, yeah, instead of a Black American, like we you know what I mean. But okay, you can go ahead
I
with
know
your
where you're going.
time. Go ahead with your submission. You got a minute left.
Okay. When you say Black American are blamed for everything, I wonder, blamed for what and by whom? Nobody blame Black American for whatever they didn't do or whatever we don't know. No, it doesn't hold water. Mm-mm. But but for the people saying black were here in this land before the colonialists came over, I wonder. So since they were here before the white men came over, what was their language? What language were they speaking? This is a question that just I cannot hold in my mind. Can anybody answer that question? And where is the language? Because us in Africa, we were colonized for centuries by Europeans, but we still have our language, local language. We still have our indigenous language. We still have our indigenous name, and we speak their language, but they don't speak ours. So now, since you are originated from this land before the European came over, what language were you speaking?
Hold on, sir. Does anyone have a rebuttal for him?
Yes, ma'am. I just want to let him know that we still speak our languages today, and he's speaking one of them, but we have native languages, especially down in Louisiana. We all have a different dialect that we speak that they probably wouldn't even understand. But
What
you can
language? What
continue.
language? Tell me the name. What language?
Why? So you can Google it and try to
Oh,
translate?
no, 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 no. Just let's be
Exactly.
honest.
Just
Let's
know
be
we know how to
honest.
communicate in a way that none of y'all would understand.
Let's be honest, ma'am. Let's be honest. What language was it? Give me the name.
Hold
That's
on.
all I need.
The name, sir, is she just told you. And it's a language we can understand. Okay?
Oh
Oh,
boy.
dang, I
Oh
can see
boy.
all y'all in the queue. Hold on.
That's the runaround. That's the runaround. So
Do
now you
don't
see,
Dottis, I'm gonna rotate. No, I'm gonna keep you up here. Love fruit. Let me rotate her down. Anybody can answer him.
I was going to
I know
say
nobody can.
yes, that there is indigenous, what we call languages over here in the North, Central, South American continents, as they call it, outside of the ancient Anglo languages, the French, the different tribal languages, because there were many different dialects in Africa, continentally speaking,
Or you can
just
just
like
say
there
none of
was.
his business too, because he
And
trying to
then,
be
and then I
hostile.
wanted to,
He
let's
trying to
really
be
just leave it there.
hostile. He
Let's
trying to
try to
be
leave it there.
hostile, Psalms.
No, you're right. You're right, and I heard it too. But I wanted to try to help, because
Yeah, you can
he
try to
don't
help.
know,
Go ahead, but he don't give a shit. Watch what you tell him. You gonna tell
and
him
that's what it
everything you got to
is.
tell
Because
him,
it's like,
and
come
he gonna
on, man.
say
There's too
something else.
much history. There are languages that was over here before Columbus and Cortez, before the Portuguese. People were talking to each other. You understand? So it's ridiculous to say what you're saying, but you're right. You probably don't care. So I'm gonna land my
Can
plane.
you name the language? Can you name me
Yeah,
one?
there it is.
Can you name me one? Don't
I
talk
can
about
name you a
indigenous
few.
Indian
We hear
language.
the
I
jealousy in
can
your
name you a
voice,
few.
Mr. Lamb Baba. We hear the
No,
jealousy.
there is no jealousy. There is
I
no,
can
when I hear
Lambert.
stupidity, it makes me mad.
Yo, I can name a few for you. First of all,
Give
if
me one.
you for English. English is most definitely a Black American language. We still switch it up today. We use different dialects of it. If you go to South, if you go to Louisiana, if you go to LA, we all speak the same English, but we switch it up from a different style. Even if you look at Haitians, the Hades, they speak French, but which way did French originated in France or did it originate in Haiti? The Spanish, all these languages did not come from overseas. You gotta understand one thing. If we talk ancient conversation, we talk like the the past, all the languages stem from the Americas.
Right. And on top of that, if I might say. If you think about it, I gotta say it like this: the is not reallys, they recreated that language that we call Hebrew right now. They
Oh boy.
recreated
Oh
that.
boy. Oh
Bro,
boy.
hold on, man. Just let me finish my thought. Can I do that, sir? I'm trying not to get loud and obnoxious because I know I have a tendency to do that. And so I'm trying to
Oh
talk
boy.
calm. Um, and on top of that, bruh, we don't speak Latin no more, but we use it. You go to court and tell me if you don't see Latin. But do we speak Latin? Does anybody on this planet speak Latin anymore? What you're talking about is frivolous and stupid.
Oh boy. My God.
To that as well.
I
Like
feel sorry
even
for you
the
guys.
English,
I feel sorry.
listen to me, sir. Even the English language is stem like before the English language, it was like the Phoenician language or the Greek language and all these other things. The dialect, the
Oh boy.
symbols, the letters all stem from a particular language, and English
Oh,
is a part of that language. That's what you don't understand because you don't know history. You don't
that's
really know that the languages all stem from one particular group of people. It's so many people in the world. Like for example, Europeans, their first language was like this. If you look at their ancestry and you see their last names, it's something like this Squatchovich or it say something like they spitting. But if you look at Black American last name Brown, Thomas, all these different names, that's how you know the difference between
Pause,
Americans and
pause.
Europeans.
Mark,
A lot of them.
my question.
he
My
was right.
question is,
Love was right,
name
man.
me the
He don't
language.
Okay,
curse.
yeah, we gonna
Oh,
move on
Yeah,
now,
he don't curse.
Labamba. We spent enough time on that. Anybody else have no. Kalo, how you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm doing
But you know what
amazing.
I'm gonna do? I'm
Life is
sorry.
good.
Thank you. That's good. I just wanted to check on you. Hey, TJ.
Hey, love. I'm so glad to be up on your panel. I love your panels
Oh, thank you,
Love
TJ.
what
because
can,
they centered around
love
Black
what.
Americans.
Don't
Hey,
interrupt her.
give me a moment. The reason I came up, was really because of the question about ethnicity. And I swear, I want y'all Black Americans to look for this video. It's going viral right now on TikTok. It's a bunch of different local representatives that are Black American presenting, meaning that they either call themselves African American or Black American, even though they're not ethnically Black American. And all of them are declining reparations. In the video, it shows where some of them are saying, oh, it's a insult to Black Americans to keep talking about reparations. Some of them will say, oh, we shouldn't get reparations because it's not going to be offered globally. That is why it is very important that we know who we're talking to at all times. Just because they're the same color as us does not mean that they should be speaking for Black Americans. Unless you are ethnically Black Americans, I want to make sure we are clear on who's ethnically Black American. I'm talking about indigenous, the folks that are survivors of chattel slavery, Jim Crow, Reconstruction, the Tulsa massacres, all the way through civil rights. Adolf, FBA, Solon, all of those folks are ethnically Black Americans. The problem Black Americans are having without identifying specifically by ethnicity is that people, anybody with African ancestry who's gotten on a plane and landed in America are claiming to be our ethnic group. That is wrong. We have to start making people explain exactly where are you from, because you want to speak as us and you don't have our lineage to speak as us. And it may cost us money. That's all I wanted to say. Thank you, love.
Wait, you
The
were can
biggest
you
issue we have.
hold on, Doctor.
What's the
Hold
language
on,
of the first
RJ.
language?
Hold on. Hold
I
on.
wanted to speak
Let's
on language, but I won't.
wait a
I won't
minute.
unless you give me time.
Hold on. I want you to answer a question, but please don't come off mic. Y'all don't have to be here. If y'all can't have some decorum in my space, y'all messing up my replay. So stop that. Let's have some decorum, okay? TJ, can you ready for your question?
Yes, I'm ready, love.
Okay. What responsibilities do newcomers have? What responsibilities do newcomers have to learn the history of the communities already here?
They have all the responsibility to learn it. And not only that, I'm going to take it a step further because it's not going to be exactly what y'all want to hear. They don't want to learn it. They do not want to learn the histories of America, specifically of Black Americans, because the narrative that has been pushed by immigrants and pushed by white supremacists keeps us in a very subordinate position. Immigrants are very comfortable with the narratives of Black Americans not contributing, not having any rights to America, being undereducated, being the most poor. They are very comfortable with that narrative. That's why they don't want to learn our history. They do not want to know our accomplishments because it then puts us in a position where they have to offer some type of respect, and they do not respect Black Americans. When other groups of people migrate to other countries, they don't go to those countries downplaying and downgrading the local people of that country. A lot of times by law, local people are protected. Black Americans are the only ones who experience immigrants from all over the world coming to America and denigrating Black Americans, even after we have leveled the playing fields for them to be in America. They don't want to know our history. I'm telling y'all. That's it. Thank you, love.
All right, Kalo, go ahead with your rebuttal.
Yes. First of all, I would like to start with the people she was talking about. Those are not Black Americans. The one that are talking about they don't want reparation. Of course, those are definitely Black American. I saw the video. Why is it that every time the UFBA, your own people say something that you disagree with, and all of a sudden they are not Black Americans, they are African, they are Caribbean? I mean, stop. You can fix the problem and stop blaming Black immigrant for your failure. They have nothing to do with that. If those people say that, they say that on what they think. Stop putting them Africans when they are not. You didn't hear anybody in that video say, "Oh, I'm African or Caribbean," and then you rush to Love World TikTok, and then you start lying, talking about the African or Caribbean. You have to bring facts instead of spreading misinformation. Second, no immigrant is trying to be FBA in any way, shape, or form.
Can I say something real quick about
Hold on,
reparation?
Mark. Hold on, Mark. Go ahead, TJ. Your final say. Then we gonna move on to Mike.
I don't know what he's talking about. He is inaccurate when it says specifically on that video, it shows you the ethnicity of each person that's talking, that's presenting themselves as an African American, Black American. We must understand this. When we talk about Black American slash African American, we are talking about ethnicity. When we say Black, we're talking about ethnicity in America. We don't care how you designate Black outside of America as a race. That doesn't apply to America. What applies is African American and Black American. That is a specific ethnic group. And currently we are trying to sunset and retire the identifier African American because we be damned if you get our legacy. That particular identifier is in all kinds of laws, all kinds of policies, and kind of all kinds of exhibits, museums across the world, not just in America. So I just want to make sure. And last thing about language, English is spoken in every single country you land in. We don't care about any other language. My friend teaches English. She teaches it and she lives abroad. People pay thousands of dollars from other countries to learn English and to learn it perfectly. Black Americans are proud that we have English, that we can go to any other country and speak English the moment that we land and still produce the results we're looking for. That's it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Let's get to Mike so we can rotate. Who? Let me see in the queue. Okay,
I
they
think
all
it's my
go.
turn though.
No.
Oh, it's my turn.
Oh yeah, it is your turn. Oh, hey Mike, hold on. But it was because we skipped Kalo and we went right to TJ. Go ahead. Hold on. Here's your question, Kalo. Do stereotypes affect different Black communities differently?
Yes, they do. But also some stereotypes
Although they're stereotypes, they're based on real stuff. So it also depends on how that community carries themselves, you know. If they keep going around talking about they are the world, they invented everything to the point they start saying English is their language, you know, this comes with certain stereotype that would definitely affect them in many ways. And not only that, but it will make them go against other people. Imagine somebody is now claiming that English is their own language. How do you think the owners of the language will feel? You know, that will bring another unwanted stereotype. So it definitely affects, for sure. But not only that, it puts you in a position whereby people stop taking you serious, because if you look at the wave right now, right? People are not taking FBA that serious.
Okay, but first of all, this you gotta speed your voice up. I'm not gonna give you 2 whole minutes to sound like that. I can't take
I
it.
mean, you get my point, though. I know you get
I
my
get your
point.
point. I think everybody else, y'all
Exactly.
panelists, y'all get his point. Can
You
we
got
can we
Yeah,
move
speed
on
it
to the
up.
brother?
Speed it
you
up.
have to unmute the
Okay.
comments so that you can let they can let you know. But
I,
you get my point, though,
yeah, I get
right?
your point. Let's see if anybody else got something to say about your point. Hold on. Do anybody have a rebuttal for what Kalo said?
I want to say something real quick. Your point is
Go ahead,
irrelevant.
Mark.
Once if America's schools start teaching true history and real history, especially about language, about the people traveling from different countries, then you'll realize one thing: uh, Black Americans basically invented everything. If, for example, if they stop teaching slavery history and start teaching inventions, that alone will give us the upper hand. If we even if to the fact where if we actually get reparations, most of the immigrants here are going to fall because Black Americans, most of them are going to start their own businesses. And that's the best thing for America itself, because we don't take our money and send it overseas. Our money going to stay in our communities. Not only in our communities, it's going to stay in America. So once we get reparations, that's going to be the biggest money rush for Americans. And little do a lot of us know. But again, languages all stem from the Americas. Regardless of what you think, my friend, it don't come to nowhere else but here.
All right, thank you, Mark. Okay, Kalo, you can respond to that, and we're gonna move on to Mike.
Yeah, I mean, you know, most FBA they're just emotional. I don't know if it's the low self-esteem or something, but it's definitely something serious, because there's no way a normal person can be telling themselves that they invented everything in the world when clearly there's evidence everywhere, you know. It's how are you gonna challenge that? It doesn't make no sense. Like that lady right there, she was talking about they're African American. Of course, they say they're African American, but she knows they are not like Africans like me. They are Black Americans, but she's trying to spin it that they are Africans. These are just FBA tactic, you know. FBA are just TikTok warriors who are emotional. And why am I being muted?
Okay.
I mean, my time is still. Why is you muting me
Okay.
though?
Listen. Go ahead, man. You're playing. All right. Thank you, Kalo. Thank you. We got a
No, no, no,
rotation
no.
set.
You muted me.
I
Why?
didn't mute you. We're gonna let you go. We can come back up
Uh,
later. Okay. Bye bye, Kalo. We're gonna let you go now.
I'm
Okay, there we go, Kalo. We're gonna go ahead. Hey, Mike.
Miss, you okay?
Yes, sir. How are you today?
Not so bad.
That's
So,
good. What's your ethnicity again, Mike?
Somali.
Okay, Somali. Are you ready for your question, Mike?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. How can historical misconceptions be How can historical misconceptions be corrected without creating new divisions?
They can't be corrected without new divisions. So you have to ensure that the Black American community delineates properly. And only then can you be very specific about that particular ethnic group, its history, its issues, its problems, and its political agenda. It's only through delineation that many of the problems faced by Black America can be solved.
Okay, is that all you had to say with your minute and something?
Sorry, say that again?
Is that all you had to say? You still got
Yeah,
time?
no,
Okay.
I think that's generally about it because without delineation, everything gets confused. You can then say, oh, like we have Black Americans have a similar history to say Haitians or Nigerians, and this is completely incorrect. And you also, without delineation, you have other people speaking for and on your behalf. You have people telling you who you are and what you are. Hold on a minute. It is not for me, as an African, to tell Black Americans who and what they are. It is for the Black Americans to understand who and what they are and to convey that. That's just it, really.
Yep. Shout out to you, Mike. Anybody have a rebuttal for Mike?
I just want to say
You
one
might.
thing real quick. Y'all, we have to understand that we're not just TikTok warriors, like somebody said. These specific changes, they're making their ways through the systems. If you do a little research, you'll see that there's a couple of different bills that have been introduced in America to start identifying Black Americans by lineage, by ethnicity, because just like he said, and I'm so proud to hear an immigrant actually speak the truth. Just like he said, we cannot protect ourselves and protect our history until we are properly identified. And that's it. That's what I want to say, that's actually happening as we speak.
And can I say something about the issue of reparations? I find it extremely horrifying, disgusting, vile, and I'm deeply saddened that you have Black people in America, and they are immigrants, saying we as Black Americans don't want reparations. This is beyond sick. Now, I have never heard a situation before in my entire life where a small hat American said, we do not want any reparations for the Schmoller Horst. I've never heard of a situation where any Japanese has said, we do not want any reparations for the fact that we were interned in the 1940s. You will never hear this. This can only come from a certain section in the community. And if the Caribbeans and if the Africans cosplay as Black America and they say, we do not want reparations, of course, this is going to cause extreme and unbelievable problems between the African community and the Black American community. We as African people must give the space to the Black Americans to flourish, to blossom, and get out of their way if we're not going to help or assist.
All right, thank you. Mark, you had something you wanted to say?
I actually want to thank Mike and TJ. Like, I love listening to you speak. You thank you for what you be saying on the rebuttals.
Oh, okay. All right, let's move on. Mark, it's your turn. You ready for your question?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What role should education play in teaching the diversity of Black experiences?
I mean, for example, I have a whole curriculum that I do with my daughters. So I try to teach them about music and where it stems from, especially the genres of music, from blues to jazz to hip hop to country and things like that. Like in the 1800s, it was basically a self-recording of a country singer, and he was a Black American. He considered himself to be a cowboy, and he even explained the origin of cowboy. So I think that's one way of correcting the school system by starting with the genres of music and what they stem from. Also, if you listen to a lot of the blues song, you'll hear the music they sang at that particular time. They explain to you that they traveled from the belt line, from the black belt, from Louisiana, Georgia, and all these other places to go to Chicago and New York to spread the music because it wasn't much work there because of uh, uh, cotton machines, cotton picking machines. That's what left a lot of us out of work. A lot of our ancestors out of work. So the blues music itself explains to you a lot of what happened back then. Even it should be a new subject in school that speaks about inventions and who invented what and the patents and things like that. Because once we start to get that knowledge to our kids, we gonna be capable of anything at that point. So I think education is key, but I think the right education. I think it's time for us to actually open up the books of the 1800s. We don't really learn much about that history except for the Civil War. We don't learn about the Indian Wars that extended from the 1700s to the 1800s. I feel as though we need to focus more on the 1800s. A lot of the bills that was passed then, a lot of the migration from the late 1800s to the early 1900s, we need to speak more on that and actually get into the Ellis Island and what happened there as well. I feel as though once we get the school system right when it comes to true education, we'll be unstoppable.
Okay. Anybody have a rebuttal?
I
Okay.
actually agree with that.
Yeah. Hey, just
Hey,
Shasta.
Queen. Hi.
Hi. What's your ethnicity?
I'm Black American.
Okay. You ready for your question?
Sure.
Okay. So we're going to our final lightning round. And before we get to that chat, here go y'all question. Should Black American be an ethnicity? Okay, you ready? Just Shasta. Okay.
Yeah.
What does Black American mean to you in one sentence?
Ooh, that's a good question. What does it mean to me? Uh, I don't know if I could sum it up in one sentence.
You don't have if that was just you. Go ahead. I'll give you a
Okay.
2 minute.
Yes, ma'am. Being Black American means that we're powerful. It means that we influence everyone. You know, everybody copy us. You know what I'm saying? Um, and it's crazy because the dude that was up here, he was like jealous, right? And I don't understand how anyone can say that we're jealous, but we have our own style. We have our own way of talking. And the same one that was saying that, it was trying to speak like us. You know what I'm saying? We are the influence. I guess I could just sum it up by saying we are the influence. You know? We have universal influence. We have influence in places we haven't even been. We have people dressing like us, talking like us, listening to our music. We created, like the brother said, blues. We created jazz, hip hop, R&B. All of that stem from Black Americans. So we can never be jealous of. We are the originals. We are the originators. We can never be jealous of copies. I'm gonna say that, like. And it's crazy because the Africans that come over here and they I guess grow up over here. Who do they end up sounding like? They sound like us. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen a Black American that go around trying to sound very much African. But that's all. Thank you so much, Queen.
Okay, that was amazing. Anybody else? Because I might come back today, y'all, but I gotta cut it. I thought it was gonna be a last stream. I mean, a long stream, but it might be. It's coming to an end as far as this segment. And plus, we finished all the questions. Damn, I was trying to show y'all like the camera was on. We finished all the questions except one. We got one final question on here. Anybody want to take this final question?
Can I?
Yep, go ahead, Mark. Let me give it to you. Okay, let me pick. Let me see. I mean, not pick, but should ancestry matter in conversations about history and identity?
Yes, it extremely matters. It matters to the point where if we don't start doing our genealogy, other people will steal our history. is to the point where I think it was TJ. She spoke about getting rid of African American and just not letting anyone hold it, because not only is it like stem from every history over the world, it also stemmed from all our creations in the 1900s, from I guess from the 1970s to 2003 or something like that. From hip hop, they say, "Oh, African Americans created hip hop. African Americans created R&B." See, that's like one of the biggest problems we have, that we've been reclassified so many times that if we let one of our names go, someone could just usurp it and use it for their own benefit, like how Barack got rid of the term Negro from out of who we was. And my great grandmother was a Negro on her birth certificate. My grandmother was a Negro on her birth certificate. So to try to get rid of something that holds dear to us, or just to acknowledge who we actually are, is insulting to me. But yes, we need to find a way to identify ourselves just from speaking to each other without us saying, "Oh, my great great grandmother was from here, from there." Like, I speak to a lot of you guys, and I know a Black American, or at this point, I'm just gonna say American when I talk to an American, especially from Baltimore, especially from New York. Even if you hear some of these immigrants sound like these people, I know they're not these people. I had one guy that said he was from Baltimore, and I say to you, say to you, and he ain't say it properly like how Baltimore's usually say it. So we need this. We need to delineate. We need to step forward in who we actually are.
I agree. I agree 100%. I don't know. I want to come back tonight so we can do ask Haitians one question. But if I don't come back tonight, that's gonna be tomorrow's live stream, y'all. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube chat. Shout out to all the tappers, all the gifters. I appreciate y'all so much. Shout out to my mods. So you got something to say? Y'all don't get down yet. So you got something to say? You got a final say so? No? Okay. Psalms.
I would like to say have a blessed day to everyone, specifically the hostess. And thank you for sharing your time with me today, everyone. And good conversation. Hopefully, we can chop it up and get it later on tonight. God bless you all.
All right. God bless you too, Psalms. Datus, you got a final say of this stream?
Yeah, in that same spirit, thank you so much, Miss Love's World, for bringing us all up, and the questions. I love it. Yeah, I love it. Thank you, and God bless the foundational Black American family. Landed.
I couldn't come off of mute fast enough. Thank you for allowing me to be your mod. Shout out to the mods that's not here. Shout out to the people that your YouTube people. And yeah, we needed this today, and we all had decorum, even though some people tried to shift the energy. Yeah, thanks, Miss Love.
You welcome. You welcome. Mark, thank y'all. Couldn't do the show without a show. Thank y'all, Mark. Mark, you got what's your final say of the night?
Gratitude
I'm
for
sorry, of the day.
Thank you, guys. No, it's good. Thank you, guys. Gratitude for sure. Gratitude. It's hard to find spaces like this where you the hosts allow people to communicate with foreigners and giving foreigners the time to talk. And I have noticed most foreigners that come up here, they do throw a little shade every time they speak about um, just speak about what they learned, and what they learned was pretty much not what they needed to know. But again, it's mostly the key to education. Gratitude. Appreciate you guys.
All right, thank you. Just Shafton, you want to say your final say of the
Yes,
stream?
ma'am. I appreciate. I came late, but I next time I'll come early. I really enjoyed the bit that I did here, and Black Power.
And once again, y'all, thank every single gifter in here, the panelists, and everybody appreciate y'all. So thank y'all. See y'all later. All right.